Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the
Woo!
world of the Soulfire Tyranny. When last we had left off, you guys had finally, after a good few months of travel, made your ways to Risco Breton, the city that is known for gambling and excess and all sorts of crime.
Yay.
Upon getting there, you managed to contact some members of the, some lackeys rather, of members of the Onyx family to finally deliver the message of Lady Powder. You guys, most of you at least, got whisked away and are currently awaiting in a hotel, just kind of waiting for your meeting with one of the Onyx family next morning. Ertos, you're still hanging out on the ship, and Jay went to go visit some old friends, introducing himself and talking a bit about what's going on and what's happened. They had just enticed him or entreated him to see if he and you all were interested in performing a heist. So that is where we will pick up.
Up. We're
Real
in.
quick, Drew.
Currently, we're just one sec. Currently, we're in. I'm still in the Drowned Concord, and they're about to introduce the stuff.
In the basement, yeah.
Oh,
No,
great.
they specifically asked how would you all feel about a heist.
All right.
Just to make clear, Drew, what is it that again that you have to steal? For your
Hmm?
god? The god thing?
What do you mean?
Didn't your god ask you for something?
No, Nick, you're going crazy.
I don't like this. I don't like where this is going.
All right.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss, everybody.
It's Drew every day. I don't like this.
So, yeah.
A heist? Well, now, respectfully, it does sound like I mean, I'm always up for a little bit of a midnight fun. I can't necessarily speak for the group myself. So I'd have to contact them, of course. Maybe.
How amenable do you think they'd be to such a suggestion? Are they particularly devout in their dedication to the laws of the land?
To the laws of the land. Let's see. Okay, he'd say yes. I think he'd say yes. Does this have anything to do directly with the Onyx family, or could I lie easily? Well, I mean, I can lie, but maybe on one of them. And her. Yeah, she'll be fine. A little bit more information, and yes, maybe. I think so. Probably.
The two brothers, the one large and brooding, the other slim, are both kind of just regarding you as you're doing this whole thing in your head. Or not in your head, as you're just kind of having this whole conversation with yourself. Well, can't tell you
Where's this
where.
going?
Without more assurances, I won't tell you where or what, but stranger rolled through town maybe 3 weeks back. Came in and got a direct audience with Carria herself.
Oh.
Had some folk in the area, had him give it a look. He disappeared. Nobody knows where he went. He just kind of walked out of Just kind of walked off and on his way, but
Question. By
Yes.
himself. Completely by himself. Came into
Completely by
town. I want to see. And then. Now,
Was he a badger?
I might be pulling at straws here. Was it a big tall man with like a spear looking thing?
nah,
No?
he wasn't described as especially big or tall. Cloaked,
Alright.
a bit shorter, if anything.
Oh,
More,
please don't tell me it's a badger.
Alright.
More dwarf or halfling size.
You. Alright.
Hey, Drew, it's your place to ask if it's a badger.
They wouldn't know. They didn't see. I thought it was gonna be what's his name? The Soulborn that we just
No, we dropped him off on the other island.
yeah, I guess, and it only took us 4 days, not weeks. I got my head messed up.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Question. Big question. When does this
Sure.
need to happen? Tonight?
Well, no, not necessarily.
Alright.
So here's the problem that we've run into. It's in quite the especially secure location.
Uh-huh.
We know a rough description of the item. We're not exactly sure what it is that it does. All that we know is that thanks to some particularly insightful magic by Alwyn, all we know is that pretty much every member of the Onyx Foundry has been placed on quite the alert, quite the warpath.
Oh.
That this item is a must acquire. Apparently, they're going through more legal methods first, but
And the items here in the city.
yes, that I can tell you.
All
We got
right.
a few more details from, Alwyn's mind fuckery, but
Just for an idea. I mean, I always am willing to partake and to help. Is this like a big thing? Because we can deal with some big. Is it a small thing?
well, they seem to think that once in possession of this item, this quiet war that we've been at for who knows how long at this point would effectively be over. They feel as though they would no longer have to entertain our presence here,
Oh.
if you will, that they could keep even the lower slums of the city in control by themselves.
Oh. All right. I mean, if it's a race, if you would say, a race to acquire, I definitely don't see a reason why not. Just, I mean, there's a chance that the rest of my friends are going to be able to meet with maybe the lady. So, I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to take advantage of that situation. I didn't know, but a heist, yeah, we can do a heist.
Well, hold on. I think there are things that I think we can talk about that, but I doubt that the lady will see him. If anything, she's gotten more paranoid since you left.
All right.
Now we could take that opportunity. Problem is, as of right now, we don't have a single fly-in clue as to exactly who would be replacing the lady, so we could just get somebody worse. As you know, we're at least tolerated now as a sort of idea of the enemies you know are better than the enemies you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
We operate under the assumption of knowing that they could wipe us from the face of the earth, but they operate knowing that the second that they do, somebody else will take our place that they don't have any fucking clue about.
No, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But if we kill them and they just replace themselves with, some big military man or somebody who's a bit more strict on the rules down here,
Yeah.
whole thing could go tits up pretty quick.
Now it's crazy. The more time I've spent out of this city, learning and actually interacting with way too many Soulborn. Way too many. I, you know, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Fuck the Onyx family. But I've met some really shitty Soulborn. I met like 1 and 2 that were like
Fair.
cool, like kind of chill. You know what I mean? They're pretty not. Nice is a word.
They were okay. Forceful, but okay.
Yeah. No. Sure. I get what you mean. Heist. Yeah, I can definitely try and convince them. I mean, I'm dare I say, I believe I am, quite the sweet talker.
Well, if you've changed anything unless you've changed a lot from last time we saw you, I'm sure that's the case.
No, well, and what? More importantly, how dangerous is this gonna be?
I suppose that depends on your methods.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
If y'all want to march right up there and just start kicking down doors, I can imagine it probably won't go too well. But if y'all can be sneaky about it, it shouldn't be overtly dangerous.
All right. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, I will. Do you want me to bring them here, or do you want me to? How do you want this to work?
You see them kind of give each other a look. If they agree to know more, bring them here. If they don't, just stay away, and we'll take that as all the sign that we need.
All right. If they don't, I am willing.
Okay.
Because I owe y'all. If this is what you're asking of me, then I have no reason not to oblige.
Yeah, this is important enough that this may be able to. This may be the time that we cash in on our favors, if you will.
No. From the little bit that you've given me, a little bit of information, I would tend to agree that this sounds like the big one. So.
All right, go to your friends. Talk.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
they're okay with it, just let me know.
I will. All right. Yeah. No. Perfect. I will. I will let y'all know.
They look to the guy who's kind of been in the door, give him a nod. You and Alwyn stand up as she gives them a small little half bow, and you make your way out.
As making way out of the stairs. What? Fuck. This is what now? What? It's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
The Onyx family does not move. They don't have. The Onyx family rarely makes a move that they don't think that they can win or back up, if you will. So if they think that this will give them the power needed to push us out and take sole control of this city, every single inhabitant, the things that I've read, there's no doubt in their minds that it will do so.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. You can give it to me straight. Do I need to hide coming in and out of here?
I would say you're definitely still on their radar, but not.
If I move fast enough,
They've
I look
fallen
different enough?
You've fallen by the wayside, is what I'll say, due to current events. But
That's
I wouldn't exactly go waltzing into the Cloven Crystal.
no. I wouldn't dream of it. It's also terrifying that I've fallen by the wayside and a little bit hurtful, but more terrifying than hurtful. I got a friend. I'm gonna bring him back here first. He'll definitely agree. I guarantee. I mean, he's great. He's a really nice guy. He's really nice. He's great. All right. He's big heart.
You learned how to make friends, huh?
I did.
There's a big old shit-eating grin across her face as she's asking you this.
I did. And real ones, not like those people that scammed me that time. These ones. They've been through a lot.
Well, I do hope so. Just remember, hold on to your bootlaces while they're around. Because you kind of like a little wink.
I'm never living that down, am I?
Well,
No,
no, I'd rather don't think so.
I don't want to hear it. Hands up, and
All right, yeah, she'll
hold the
kind of
collar up, and
Yep, she'll give you the head ruffle and then send you on your way.
I'm going back to the boat.
Yeah, all right. You know where it is. You've been here definitely a few times before. It's easy enough to do. Yeah. Captain looks up at you and just. What are you doing back?
Oh,
Thought y'all were staying in the shitty.
Excuse me. Sorry. I'm fairly certain that I left something down there. I was using one of the cabins down there, and I left something fairly important. I need to go. I need to. I'll be very quick. Just back for you. You'll hardly see me.
He kind of gives you a little smile and taps the side of his nose, and then just kind of goes back to doing what he's doing.
I'm gonna go, like, the door to go below deck. Open it.
Yeah.
Step through it. Close it. Atos.
I don't think I'm invisible anymore. I think that's probably worn off by now.
Yeah, but it's dark. I mean, they aren't lighting lanterns, considering most of his crew members have all gone ashore at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely sitting in the dark then.
Especially because you can
Who
see.
is it?
Or you can smell.
No, I don't.
Whatever.
I
You
don't
can
think I
smell.
have dark vision actually.
You
Yeah,
got
I
your-
know you're there. I know
Yeah.
it is.
That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that I'm like sneaky or something. Etos, I have a place that's much better than this. They'll treat you well. They're friends. They're friends. They're friends. So, you should be fine. At least I know someone will treat you well, and what she can definitely help with the whole
Being a scary monster.
I didn't want to say it like that, but
Well, I mean, you and I don't think that's what it is, but everyone else
yes.
does. So you know, like,
and they know you're amazing. You're terrific, big heart.
do they?
Yeah, no, I told
They
them
haven't
all
met
about
me.
you. Yes.
That feels bad. Like,
What?
like when you gotta hype something up beforehand, doesn't that sort of scream like
No, you're
insecurity?
a
You know?
friend. I was boisterously informing an old friend, my old teacher, about one of my new friends, and I was enthusiastic. You're fine. You're fine. Let's get going. And
Okay, so
I will.
should I use this card to get there, or
I thought you had used it. Yeah.
no? You cast invisibility on me, but you had also given me the disguise self card.
Yes.
I still have that.
Sure. You can use it, or I can make you invisible. It is up
Which
to
one's
you.
better?
Let's use the card for now.
Okay.
What does human air
He's
look
going. Oh God. He's just gonna be like the same size, because he's not that clever, and he's just gonna be bald, and he's like a middle-aged bald man, a beer belly.
That's
That's what he looks like.
That's
Does this not match my voice? Should I pick something different?
well. Is that
Can
no?
I
It's
change
fine.
it? Is
It's
that
no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just no. It's if that's what your mental image of your voice is, then power to you.
Oh no, this was just the first like generic dude I thought of. Like this feels non-threatening, right? Do you feel threatened by me in this form?
I don't. I know some people that might. But
Well,
it'll
what
be
should I
fine.
pick? What's not threatening?
No, you'll be fine. We're moving through a crowd into a place with actually other people that kind of look like that. So you might actually blend in more
Perfect.
than I
I'll blend
thought.
in. That's exactly what I want.
All right. Yes, follow me,
Onward.
and I will lead Ertos back to
Yeah.
back to the Drowned Concord. Or back to the Wilted Lotus, excuse me.
Yeah. So you lead them over there. It's a fairly short walk through the streets. They aren't, they're closer to the ports, being not in the best of places in town. And as you walk up, you give a nod to the bouncer outside, whom you know and now clearly knows you. And you walk through. You see Alwyn's there, currently playing a game of cards with two other men, neither of whom you know, actually. They're both just a couple of random guys.
So, Etos, do you see her?
Yes.
I'm pointing at Alwyn.
Okay.
She's a friend, a good friend. She was my teacher. I'm going to leave quickly. I'm going to get everyone else. I know where they went. And oh, that's right. I suppose. Etos, are you down for a little bit of a heist?
Sure. What are we heisting?
That's a good question. I'll let you know later. Because
Oh,
I don't know.
That doesn't fill me with confidence with my answer, actually, now.
Well, you already agreed, so I will see you shortly.
Balls. Wait, should I gamble with them, or are they like shady like you, where I shouldn't gamble?
Don't lose all your money, buddy.
If a spot opens up at her table, you can gamble with her.
Okay.
Chill. Have a fun time. And
Okay.
I
She'll
will...
have a fun time, or
You-
I'll have. Oh, he's gone. Okay.
So
You're
yeah,
really gonna do this, Tim? Come on.
she won't do anything too terrible to him.
He's gonna be broke.
Eh,
You say that, but I mean,
so yeah, we'll stay with Airtos for a moment. So
yeah, because I'm just making
about
my way over there.
about 5 minutes, maybe 10 goes by, and you do watch as one of the guys sitting down slowly gets up, kind of shaking his head, laughing a little bit, and just goes, "All right, this is getting too rich for my blood. I'm gonna." And he starts like half wandering, half stumbling back over to the bar. There's now officially a seat open at her table.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
approach.
God.
Yeah,
May I sit here and do whatever it is you guys are doing?
looks you up and down for a moment. Well, by all means, if you've got the money for the buy-in.
What is it?
Oh, it's small change, really. 10 gold pieces for a buy-in.
Yeah, I have that.
Fantastic. Now, Eric, I believe it is, your deal. And you can watch as, and as you sit down, you can see, she's got a pile of probably about solid, like, 150 to 200 gold pieces sitting in front of her. This man
Fuck.
Eric has about maybe 75 to 100, and you are sitting there with your 10. Unless you want to put any extra in, it's like completely.
Nope.
Yeah. He grabs a stack of cards and begins shuffling them. He's fairly well versed, it appears, just from the way he shuffles, and he's not like bridging in the air or anything, but he's also not fumbling with it like some people do.
Okay.
Hands the deck over to you and just goes, let me give it a cut.
Like with a sword? I mean, I could. Won't that ruin the
Preferably
deck?
not. Preferably not. Cutting means you take some off the top and you can put it in the middle or the bottom.
Oh.
God.
Okay.
This can't
I
end
mean,
well.
he's gonna grab like more than half of the stack.
Oh, he's gonna do the asshole cut.
Yeah. And put it on, and then put that on the bottom.
He's gonna shakes his head and just goes, "All right." Licks the side of his thumb and just starts flicking cards out to you. He will give you exactly. He'll give everybody exactly 4 cards. Because we don't have cards. My dice. Where'd all my dice go? Oh, there's my backpack. Because we can get kind of groovy with it. Roll me a d12. There are no aces in this deck, so 1 is, as dumb as it is, 1 is 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, and then going into it,
Gotcha.
10. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say.
As he deals, can I be seeing if he or the woman that I forgot the name of already? Actually, I don't. Did Baron tell me her name?
I mean, you guys
I don't
have
think he
like a
did.
solid 20-minute walk over there, but he never specifically mentioned it. No.
So I don't know her name. So, but I want to be
Nope.
seeing if they're doing anything
Sure.
shady with a card under their hands or anything like Baron would do.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, good God.
Oh boy, here we go. Big fat natural 2 for a 9.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't see it.
No, they seem to be some of the most legitimate card players you've ever played in your life.
That's a dirty lie, and you know it.
One,
I'm
2, 3.
noting that they are more stand up than Baron. Got it. All right, D12. That
Yeah,
is. Do you
so-
want me to tell you or keep it a secret?
You don't have to tell me, but if you try to lie or bluff about something, you'll have to roll that and let me know. Essentially, it's completely up
Okay.
to you.
I mean, he wouldn't do that, so
Fair. So yeah, All right. So
Jesus
as
Christ.
he hands you out whatever your cards
You did this,
are,
Drew. You did this.
he looks over at he looks over at you, and he just goes, "All right, you're in the hot seat."
Oh, what does that mean?
They exchange a
I-
look. They exchange a
Do I
look.
win? Is that hot like
No,
victory or?
no. All right. So we're gonna go essentially in a circle, if you will, and we're each gonna put down a card. Now the goal is who has the highest card at the very, not the highest card. Oh shit. If you put down the highest card at the very end, you get that stack. Whoever ends with every single card on the table is gonna be the winner.
Oh, okay. And like, I don't know what you guys don't know what I got, and I don't know what you guys got.
That's the idea. So you can lay down really high at first to make them think you've got nothing but high cards and you're about to wipe everybody. If you only got one low, you can play it all sorts of different ways.
Okay. So, Traveler, with my one dice, functionally, what does that do for playing the game with multiple cards?
Wait, I asked you to roll
Did you-
40-12.
Oh, I did not hear that
Yeah,
part. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, you each got four cards. Yeah.
Got you.
Essentially, have you ever played spades?
I'm familiar with the concept. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the idea is as you're going around, whoever you want to lay down the highest card, and essentially you want to get all of the cards is how you want to go. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
just to
yeah,
clarify,
yeah.
then if you have a 12, if he rolls a 12, doesn't he like automatically win?
That specific round, yes, he will win exactly one round of the cards.
So it's
It's all
the
about
game
who
is
ends.
trying to guess when they play
Oh.
their high cards.
Exactly.
All right. You said it's one number above each, right?
Yes, because jacks are 10s, 11s are queens, 12s are kings, and then
Okay. Ertos will flip over a 2.
2. All right. Alwyn looks over at you and just goes, "Ah, what a coincidence," and also lays down a 2.
Ah, twins.
Guy kind of looks down at his cards and just goes, "Ha, well, looks like and he lays down an 8. I'm the winner of this here circle," and he kind of like gathers up the that set of cards, kind of looks back and forth at both you, and lays down a 4. Looks to you.
Well, isn't it now the other?
No, it follows the same round, but whoever wins the hand also lays out the next card. Sorry, that's something I should have explained. Sorry.
I flip over a 7.
Alwyn looks at you for a moment and just goes, "High roller over here, huh?"
Was
She
that
lays
high?
down- She just gives you a wink and lays down a 2. So you get 1.
Hooray! So now it's my turn again.
Now it's your turn again because you're the one who.
1. Right. I don't like the 2 that I have left.
Just
I will
lie,
reveal
Ertos.
will reveal a 3.
She Alwyn kind of looks at you and lays down a queen.
Whoa!
Looks to the next guy. He just kind of shrugs and puts down a 3. So she collects it. So, as there's now only one thing left on the table, she is going to lay down a singular jack. And looks at the next guy. Mumbling and grumbling, he sets out yet another 2. And
All
then
the
it is
2s.
to you.
Well, mine's not better than that, so I think you win, and I reveal a 9.
Well, looks like it's my lucky day, isn't it? As she rakes in the 10 gold pieces, his 10 gold pieces, and the 10 gold pieces that she put in, and puts them into her growing pile. Well, would you like to, try again?
I mean, to be honest, I'm just waiting for my friend to get back. I don't really want to lose all of my money. You guys seem to be way better at this game than I am. But I'd be happy to watch you guys play. Can it be a two-person game?
It can. You deal one card more than however many you are playing, and that way there can be no ties.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
who
I'm
are you
I'm
waiting-
Airtos, by the way.
Yeah, Jay never
Oh,
told
wait.
her your name either.
And
As she-
then he says that and he goes, maybe I should have not said my real name. I am. I'm not good. I already said it. Hi.
You just goes, who are you waiting for?
Oh, oh gosh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name or his real name.
I
I'm
don't think we even
here.
know which one's his real name.
I'm waiting for Varen, and he like gauges how they respond to that.
What? Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I got this spell right.
We're gonna get so confused.
Man, I'm so glad that I left Airtos here with no direction.
You gave him nothing. You left the
Nothing.
man. You left it to the vultures.
Yep, I sure did.
Oh,
She
what did Aiden do to you?
She kind of tilts her head at you for a moment. Nods for a little bit and just goes, well, I'm happy to help you figure out this game while you wait for your friend. Now, and they're gonna go back to playing, and as you watch a few more hands of this get played, roll me a perception check real quick.
That dice fucked me last time. How about this one? Ooh, much better. That's a natural 19 for a 26.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're watching very carefully, you do notice that even through Airtos' very ungambling, I don't even know how to put it, just not very used to this kind of atmosphere. he
Stupidity,
gets the-
that's the word.
I didn't want to be rude. You get the idea that she loses some, she wins more. As much as this game is a lot about bluffing and about always knowing what your opponent has, there is some skill to it, even with only 2 people. But she always just seems to have that card she needs to keep herself in the running, and this other man is slowly but surely losing money.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. So, is there anything else you would actively be doing, or are you just going to be watching them play cards?
I think I would also be looking around at all the other people in here just to sort of like
Sure, yeah.
see the kind of riffraff I'm surrounded by.
So there's a bartender and a pair of big old bouncers, all of whom have these loose light blue sashes in place of belts. Some of the other tables, they work on a more traditional setting, blackjack, poker. The dealers all seem to be wearing that. Other than that, there's no real uniformity. It's all just that one little sash belt thing that they wear. There's all sorts of people who are frequenting this place. A couple of them appear to be regulars, as they're like getting acknowledgement from certain bartenders. And barmaids running drinks, things like that. Others appear to be a bit higher, like maybe a merchant out for a night on the town, maybe a traveler who's come here for some other reason. But nobody obviously comes to your nobody seems to be like horribly out of place or sticking out. You rolled a 27, right? On your-
26, yeah.
Okay. And as you're sitting here, even with the raucous, loud, it's a gambling room. There's yelling. There's this and that. You can almost hear like a faint, a faint sound. Even though you're like a solid 20 minutes from the harbor, you feel like you can almost hear the faint sound of water trickling.
Huh.
That seems to kind of permeate the place.
Okay, interesting.
So, moving right along. Varen, you managed to make your way, fairly easily, as you know this place very, very well, to the Salmon Run, the place where you know your friends had already been taken. It's, like I said, there's that bottom floor casino that seems to be much more, you see Soulborn walking in and out, most of whom are of the lesser case, but a couple of nobles as well. All sorts of higher rollers, dwarves with like gold in their beards and rings, elves in finery and flowing silk, humans wearing all sorts of amulets and gaudy things. This is a pretty nice place that they've got set up here.
Is there anybody that I would happen to like have seen passing that I might have scammed before that I might have to stay stay clear of?
Make me a perception check.
Oh
That's
no.
a long list, to be fair.
I mean, debatable, maybe. It's like a 19.
You do notice a couple of people who you definitely pulled some sleight of hand, you definitely did some card tricks, but nobody that actively of the people that you noticed, none of them figured out that you scammed and or cheated them.
That's what normally happens, everyone. I promise I'm good at this. I'll get on the radio.
Because you say it to me, we believe you.
Yeah, you hop on. All right, you hop on the radio.
Anyone hear me? Hello?
I'm gonna assume. Well, what time is it? It's still day,
It's
right?
fairly late. It's getting into the evening time at this point. Probably like 10. However, as a note, you guys are up on the 3rd floor, and you're not inside the building, and this is a fairly big building, so...
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
ask,
say
do
nobody
we hear him?
Nobody quite hears him, no.
Perfect. No response. I'd like to... Traveler,
Yes.
would I know if this, or before, establishments of this level, would they have some way to detect magic that was happening that you were using?
From prior experience, I will say you know that there's usually a few, there's usually somebody on the staff that can recognize magic, and there's usually some sort of detectors.
Of course. Well, I could go in there and cause a problem, but I'd rather not. Let's see if I have anything of use at all.
Is the heist? So do we know the actual date of the heist? I don't think we've gotten that details, right?
You don't know
Nope.
anything.
We don't know anything.
Yeah. Well, we don't, but does Varen know?
You don't.
Doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
I don't think you got that information. So you don't know if you can just
Not
wait
yet.
until tomorrow, and then ask us tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I could wait. Or
Would
I
Varen be
could-
patient? I guess
No.
not. To be fair.
No, he wouldn't.
Or Airtos would have to stay in there even longer.
Fuck.
He's just a sweet boy.
By the which, after the card game and everything was done, Airtos, you only have about half an hour left on your disguise self.
I was considering that, and when that happens, what I will do.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna walk in to Salmon Run. Actually, I'm going to try and I'm gonna go like around a corner I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself, but as opposed to like completely changing like all how I like my face looks and everything, I'll keep the way I look, but disguise self myself into like a better looking outfit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to change who I am. I'm looking for a makeover.
Okay.
disguise kit?
You're still manually, not just to be clear, and just so make sure I'm getting this right. You're still manually, not magically, disguised as Ver and not Jay, right?
Yes.
Just checking. So yeah. Okay. Roll me I'll say it's charisma with proficiency check to see how well you do.
Sure. Charisma plus proficiency.
Yep. Well, are you proficient in disguise kit? I'll say sure. Yeah, never. Just roll it.
Wait. For no, I'm using the spell disguise self right now.
Oh, the spell. Oh, never mind. So never mind. Yeah, no, you're good. I thought you said you were using a disguise kit.
No. Excuse me.
Nope, my bad. So yeah. Fair enough. You get yourself some finer clothes. No obvious changes to your physical appearance, and you walk right in. You do notice a pair of large bouncers. One appears to be a half-orc. The other just a really big guy. Both kind of clock you as you walk in and give you a little nod. Yeah, you walk in, and while it is walled in, all four sides of this large structure are full of just tables and slot machines and this and that. The center atrium that is just completely hollow, going all the way up to the sky, is full of what appears to be like a not one big pool, but like a bunch of little pools and hot springs. A few bars. You see a massive oven cooking some sort of food. A grill on another. People calling for scantily clad of both genders. Waitresses and waiters and all that. This is a time.
Yeah. As I'm making my way through, just keeping eyes open, how many floors do I see?
There's 4 floors.
All right.
Because, like I said, the center is hollow. There's no roof that covers it.
Mhm.
It's essentially yeah. So, and as you look around, there's a balcony where other people are drinking right outside of their rooms. This, and that. One guy accidentally splashes some ale off the top onto a guy on the first floor, and he gets upset. Yeah.
So ground floor, first, second, fourth. So I'm going to go, if I can, try to find my access to some stairs.
Sure, yeah.
And I want to go to the second floor.
Sure. Yeah, you go up to the second floor. As you start walking up the stairs, at the very top of the stairs, you do see another fairly large bouncer just hold out his hand and just go, "Got a room key?"
No, I don't. I'm looking for some friends. They just came in from town. Something about Lady Powder and the Onyx family. I don't have to go up to them. I'm just trying to get in contact with them. You're not gonna believe me, are you?
Yeah, buddy. And the tyrant himself was at my niece's birthday party, so...
Of course.
Could have at least let him roll persuasion, but...
That's fair. I probably should have.
All right. Well, no, that's fair. Question. Honestly,
Sure.
because that might have been a little bit of a fib. It's my first time in town here, and I just wanted to get a better view of, like, higher up. This place is amazing. And don't get me wrong, I love the ground floor, and you can come with me. I don't know if you can come with me. It's part of your job to, like, stay here. I just want to take a look from, like, a higher view up. I want to see it all. It's amazing. Is there any chance?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm expecting a high DC for this one, I'm gonna be honest. I hope you got
I mean, it's
Let me
not
guess,
great,
advantages.
but it's a dirty 20.
He's got lucky.
Okay. You're sticking with the dirty 20 and you're not using the luck, just to be clear, just because
I mean, I'll use it now that you say that. Sure. I'll use it. I'll use one. Why not? Who suggested the luck the first time?
I mean, I just said that you have it if you
Thank
need
you.
it. I didn't say you had
Thank
to
you.
use it.
Because that's I mean, that's lucky, all right. Natural 20 for a 28.
yeah. So yeah, he just looks at you and just goes, like looks back, looks forward, seeing if there's no other bouncers in the area. If you got the money to travel, you got the money to Now it gives you a very obviously meaningful shrug and look.
Oh, fuck. I give him 10 gold.
Looks at here and just goes, looks like your key's all in order, sir. And kind of like steps to the side of the stairs.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'll make my way up. As I'm walking up the first floor, when there's nobody near me, as I'm doing this, as I'm walking my way up the third floor and like looking and everything, I'm gonna continuously whisper into the radio. Hello, is there anybody here? Can you?
You don't have to whisper. Remember, you can just activate it while it's at your side, not doing anything. It's telepathic, right?
No.
No, so they hear it telepathically, but you still have to.
Yes.
You hear it in your head, but the person still has to speak. You don't have to whisper into the bracelet. No, he's right about that though.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You don't have to actually put it up to your mouth
No,
or anything.
no, but I'm doing it speaking in ways into areas where people won't hear me or see me speaking.
Okay, understood. Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't take you long. This is a big place, but it's still only at most at a slow walk 5 minutes around. And eventually, you all hear suddenly jumping to the forefront of your mind, Varen's voice going, "Hello, can you hear me?"
I've been walking around this place for so long, just waiting for anyone to respond. Please.
No, we
respond.
can't hear you.
Hello.
You hear
hi.
Stormy humming the same tune back into the headpiece.
Thank you. Everyone, if you don't mind, this is a wonderful place, truly. It's really nice. I need you guys to meet me outside? Is that possible? Everyone good with that? Atos is already waiting. So, haha. We'll talk on the way.
Yes.
Ilya just
Stormy
starts
grabs his
Yeah.
things and starts heading down. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Mickey's gonna be like, don't we have to meet Powder? Don't we have to meet the Onyx family tomorrow?
Yeah, but we've got time. We've got time. So,
I guess we'll find out what's going on.
yes, it's just a little bit of an escapade, a little bit of a field trip,
Better get paid for this. Well, I don't. Mickey's not gonna say that, but I'm above table. I'm thinking that we better be getting paid for this shit.
Yeah. You better be
Let's do another freebie. We've already had to do one for Aiden.
All right. I will make my way. I will not wait for them.
downtown.
Walking very fast. Trying to get out of this building.
Sure. Yeah.
As we leave, Mickey is going to say to, I guess, the bounce or anything. We're gonna look around town, get a feel for the nightlife of the city.
Kind of sits there staring at a little robot talk about nightlife.
Well, not so little. Remember, he's about the same height as
True.
these guys.
Actually,
He's
true.
tall
He has
now.
the weird ass legs. Looks over you and just goes,
Hey,
"Can you drink?"
I'm just gonna shrug. Point to the rest of the party and move on.
You see, like, he's too dumbfounded to really ask anything. He's like sitting here very deeply judging the question of can an automaton get drunk?
Oh god,
Yeah, yeah,
everyone's
I
so
mean-
confused. Oh,
So yeah.
did you make that an icon, Drew?
Huh?
Efficient. Oh,
I
Jesus
made him do it.
Christ.
I did ask him to do it.
For what?
Oh, Traveler.
Just look in Discord.
You don't
Oh,
want
you
to
can't
look in
see him.
Discord.
You can't see him. You can't
don't-
see him, can you?
Are you talking about the long leg? The long leg, right? I've seen
No,
that.
right
no,
after
the
that.
one-
Right after
What's
that.
below it?
Where is this?
In general.
Just in general.
What even is that? Like, where did it come from?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't. It popped up today, and I was like, okay, I'm at what?
What? I just saw Hero Forge, so I'm like, oh, Jay must have put up a new, or Drew must have put up a new thing at Jay or something.
I
And
sure
I didn't really check it because I was at work, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Okay.
It's
It's
very
it's that meme, but
efficient.
with Jay.
I'm proficient.
I'm proficient.
Oh, that's horrifying. Now that I know what it is, it's
So-
horrifying.
Yes,
So,
you can't unsee it.
No, it's
No,
it,
right,
It will be
and
burned
it's just
into
like-
your mind forever.
is
Oh, that's
anybody,
so
is
scary.
any, oh god. Is anybody hanging around the hotel, or is everybody just walking out?
Oh, I'm 100% going with Jay.
I don't have any reason not to go, so I'll go.
Alright, so yeah. You guys walk out, and you see, standing in a bit nicer clothes than you left him, your friend Varen / Jalen Faraday.
I would, as they're leaving, Traveler, as I'm waiting out
Sure.
there, I want to keep an eye out for people watching for them, or like especially as we leave. I wanna make sure that I'm not being followed by anybody from.
Make me
Yeah.
a perception check.
I'm outside. I'll use guidance. Oh, hey. Wait, is that a D? Yeah, it is a D20. Okay, thank goodness. Thought I rolled a D12 again. Perception. 23.
23. Let me roll something real quick.
I like how appropriately paranoid Varen is.
Okay. So yeah, you watch as they walk out. You do see, just a little bit too conspicuously, an older guy, on the corner, looking like he's just having a drink. All he does is light a cigarette, but he holds the match up just a hair too. You know what I mean? Like normally you light, go. He holds it up just a hair too long, and just a little too deliberate of a way before putting it to his cigarette and starting puffing.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take them a bit around the long way.
Sure.
And as we're walking, just going through to the group, isn't this town truly? I know it might not be the rest of the town. That specific casino gambling den was amazing, truly amazing. But there's little bits in this town. You have to find them, of course, but it's truly beautiful. After a while of walking, I also want to see if he's still following or.
Well,
something.
he never followed you. He just lit it.
He just lit it.
That's all you saw. As you walked off, you would notice he did not walk along with you.
All right. I don't think. As we're looking out at stuff, like kind of whisper, but through the radio. I don't think you guys are being followed, but going from where you were to where I'm going to be taking you is going to raise some suspicion or some questions from the Onyx family. So I'm just making sure that maybe we lose a bit of a tail if we have any. Aside from that, how does everyone feel about a heist?
That would depend on a lot of variables.
Okay, variables such as
What's the height?
it's
What we're trying to get, who we're stealing, who
So,
we're borrowing
we're
from, all of that.
I'm gonna look over to Mickey. We're not stealing from the Onyx family.
Oh. I was gonna say stealing is a violation of tyranny law,
Well,
but
but everything in this city is a violation of tyranny law. So-
wait. Just in case I'm not mistaken, technically this area is technically outside of tyranny, right?
No, this is still considered
Oh.
tyranny.
Still considered tyranny territory.
No, it is still.
Well,
part of
let's
the
hear.
tyranny,
Let's hear. Let's hear your
It's-
excuse.
It's very. It's a very. It's less of a crime. More think of it as like a race. So we're going to have two different. There's going to be us, and then there's going to be. Let's see if this is even believable as I say it. Yeah, I'd say so. It's pretty believable. There's going to be like two teams. Think about it this way. It's more of a competition and not necessarily stealing. There's going to be an objective that we're going to have to get, which is, for most people, it'd be the thing that you're stealing, air quotes, of course. But for us, we're going to be attempting to secure it and leave the premises with it. But it's all sanctioned. It's all fine. So
Then I have
it's more of
no
a race.
issues.
You understand how bullshitty that sounds, right?
Mickey has no idea. As he's like, he hears sanctioned, he's like, oh, well then okay. Sanctioned work is good work.
Ilya?
Did you just describe stealing using bigger words?
He
Yeah,
did.
just
He
needs-
really
he
did.
needs-
Okay,
No,
I
you
thought
just-
so. I thought
No,
so.
no,
I've been working on
no.
my reading. I have
I
a
mean,
thesaurus.
Listen, I don't know all the details quite yet, but if you guys are interested, I have an option for some fun. And Mickey, I think it doesn't happen. It's not happening tonight, but it will happen, and it could be interesting. Thoughts, everybody?
I would need to hear greater detail regarding
Yeah,
this
I mean,
so-called
yes.
heist before being
More
Okay,
sold
detail
on
is
it.
so-
needed.
If,
What
if you
if-
need help,
what
I'll
if
help
I-
you,
what-
but I
what if
also want to
you-
know what I'm getting myself into.
Well, so, assuming that we're quiet, it shouldn't be much that we're getting into. It's just a quick hop in, get something, hop out. That's it. 5-minute adventure.
Are we getting something from a party that knows
Don't
we're taking
5-minute
it and
adventure me.
approves of it?
Yeah.
Or are we taking something from a party who does not willingly concede to giving us the thing we are taking?
Well,
Well,
think about it this
I
way.
feel like you left out the part of not getting caught, which is, I feel like, the thing you're dancing around.
Well, if you get caught, you lose the game. So,
And
What
what
do you
happens
mean
if we lose the game?
Yeah. What is
Oh.
plan B?
well, it's never fun to think
What
about
does the winner
the
get
downside. The winner?
if
What
no,
if-
like if
yeah.
we aren't the winners, if we lose the game, what does the other party win? Like, do we our lives? Are our
No,
lives at stake?
no. Surely
Our freedom?
not. I mean, no.
I feel we need significantly more details to make an informed decision regarding this situational heist.
Well,
Um,
it's for the benefit. It's
also,
for the betterment
I'm-
of the city.
I'm also not very stealthy, and I start clanging my arms together from the armor. I'm very chunky.
Yes.
Ilya has already been
Mm.
clanking the entire walk.
Yeah, and
Yes,
I can't
yes.
take my armor off as far as I'm aware.
Well,
Looks at the looks
Stormy, I
down at
might be able to help with
glowing
that.
shiny.
I might know some people that might be able to help with that. If you'd like that taken care of.
Mm,
Um,
we'll have to see.
And as for you, Ilya, I think I have a few tricks. I have a few tricks to help. So let's just say hypothetically
How-
before we do it that you just all agree, because that makes things easier. It makes it much easier, and also I think we have to agree before we get more information.
Well, I'm not going to agree to something without the information. So if
Yeah,
that's the case, then
agreeing
they
to
can
something
suck
without the
dick and die.
Okay,
agreeing
but-
to a
okay.
contract without terms and
Maybe
conditions
you don't
seems
have
like a
to-
stupid idea.
okay, it might. Maybe you don't have to agree to it. Maybe that's a bit too much. But assuming that the conditions were right, would you be considering of doing the heist?
I came out here and I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Yeah, I'd agree with Illy on that front. Hey,
Yes,
we're
no,
at
no,
least
I-
talking
yes.
with you.
Yes. Okay, let's make a move on, because I think I might have left a problem somewhere else that I might need to take care of. So, follow me with some haste, please.
When he says, I think I left a problem somewhere else, I just look at both Stormy and Mickey and I just sigh.
To the Wilted
Mickey's not
Lotus.
even surprised.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
A D4.
Yes.
That's good. That's nice to
A
hear.
4.
I like hearing that.
A
Yeah,
4.
you loved
Oh,
hearing it
no.
yesterday.
You rolled a 4.
Yes, Traveler, I did.
Okay. So, you gather that between picking up your friends, losing
Like
the
D4s
tail, all
anymore.
that, it probably took about 40 minutes to get back to the
Oh
Wilted Lotus.
no!
Mhm.
Hey Airtos, you remember how much time was left on that disguise self spell?
You know, I think it was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So, Airtos, cutting back to your perspective, yeah, you're just sitting here watching this woman play this game, and
Well, you would know that it's happening.
yeah, you know the rough,
Because
you know vaguely how long that spell lasts.
Because
Yeah,
technically he cast it on himself.
true. So yeah, time starts stretching and stretching, and they aren't quite back yet.
Oh boy. Excuse me. I never got your name. I hate to interrupt your game.
Yeah.
Something's about to happen to me, and I think it's gonna upset people, and I don't want to upset people. Is there like a closet or somewhere I could go wait in for my friend to come back?
That sounded hella suspicious.
Only a
That
persuasion
sounded
check.
so suspicious. I could.
I'm so
Persuasion.
He
Is
should
it
have went with my idea. I'm just saying, my idea would have been better.
I'm so happy with the decisions I've made.
Ooh.
Same. This is
It's
too
usually your
good.
fault.
Persuasion 25.
I contend
Oh my
everything
God.
is always Varen's fault.
Give me a sec.
You're like,
She
we get
looks-
25 on that.
She looks at you and just is kind of like looks
Huh?
you up and she looks you up and down for a moment and she just goes, we do have a bathroom. You don't
Oh.
need to.
I'm also very surprised it wasn't the first place you listed, the bathroom.
What is is it one of our drinks?
Oh, no, I haven't consumed any of your drinks. My friend who you know is gonna be able to explain it so much better. If I try and explain it in the next minute, it will be alarming. So just pretend like it's diarrhea or something, and I'm gonna go.
Diarrhea.
When you say I'm just gonna go, I'm assuming you're just gonna walk off.
Oh yeah, I stand up and start to go. Did she point to where the bathroom was?
No.
He like turns around and then turns back around. It's like, where did you say that was?
Points down to a hallway over to the left of the bar.
Oh dear
Okay,
God.
Men's
you.
room on the right.
like leaps over a table, probably like is rushing.
Oh, yo, I figured, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna like do. You have mobile. I'm not gonna do anything weird. You can move. You managed to make it in there, lock the door, and about 20 seconds later, maybe you become Airtos once again.
And then, not knowing how far away, he's just periodically gonna go. Anybody there? Into the into the bracelet. Be like, I'm in the bathroom. Anybody there?
Roll me a d20 real quick.
Like, I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm just hiding in here. Anybody?
Just
Ilya?
hunched over
Actually,
it, just like,
actually,
hey
hold on.
guys,
We'll
I'm in the
do this
bathroom. Help.
we'll do this in order. Let me make sure I'm at desk. You make the right kind of save.
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 Oh,
I don't like that.
oh.
Make
Once
me,
again, this is your
Right,
friend.
make
Remy,
me
go.
an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, you guys know I'm so good at those. That is a 10.
Let me
It's
see
not the
if this is
lowest.
something. Let me see if this is something you know happens. Man,
No
so much
happens.
saves. Yeah,
Should I be
make
concerned?
me now a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I'm
Oh,
better at
no.
those. Da da da. 19.
Okay, so you do pass that one. You begin to feel in your mind, in your brain, a presence beginning to build in your head, effectively sifting through your thoughts. But you do manage to repel it, leaving it to only be able to read surface type emotions and basic thoughts.
Mind reading?
So question, Ertos, what are your basic thoughts right now?
His basic thoughts were, oh man.
Do. Phenomena.
There's
You hear that?
an element of
Yeah.
like relief, you know. He's like, oh, whew, that was close. And then he's also like, all right, these guys better hurry up. Where are they, Ilya? Where are you? And then I think when he realizes someone's pushing into his mind, and you said he knows that
Yes.
someone is
Yes.
like trying to read his thoughts.
Yes.
He starts to try and think harder. He's like, oh, I am going to the bathroom. Ooh, what a vicious poop. This is terrible. It's just like
Okay.
trying to think harder about that. It's probably not convincing, but he doesn't. He doesn't know what
No.
else to do.
Noted. Alrighty then. So, yeah, you're in there. After about. Okay. So yeah, about 15, maybe 16 minutes in.
Oh my god.
Well, never mind. No, they would have gotten here by then. Somebody starts banging on the door, and you just hear it come from outside the room. Man, what are you doing in there? I've been waiting so long.
It's vicious. Go use the women's restroom. Ah.
We're gonna make that poor man use the woman's bathroom.
In the restroom? I don't want to do that. That's not considerate. No. And he starts like banging on the door.
I'm gonna. Oh god. I'm gonna slide 5 gold under the door and be like, just do it.
Man, all right, man, it's fucking gold. Yeah. Woo! And you see, and you kind of hear him stumbling off. The rest of you walk in. Jay getting you past the bouncer to a familiar for you, Jay. Everybody else brand new. Gambling room, much smaller, lower ceilings. A few like what appear to be card game tables, and then about another 10 more like poker dealers with the whole deal type of table. You see a drunk man walk out of the extremely drunk man walk out of a hallway back over by the bar, going, "Woo, gold! Go shit in the alley now." And he starts like stumbling out past you.
I'm sorry for
yeah.
that. Sometimes, well, it's a bit more of a rowdy crowd here. Here, let me look for once. Wait a second. It's been. Oh, yeah, this is not good. I'm gonna look for all one.
Yeah, she's sitting at her usual table.
I'm going to. Okay, everyone, follow me. And bring them alongside into. Bring them to her table.
She looks up and just, back so soon.
Yes. How'd you enjoy my friend?
Well, he is quite the
Hello.
character. I do wish you had told me all of the details about his rather reptilian personality.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I figured that you would have. I mean, it's you. Of course, you're gonna figure it out. He wasn't weird or anything, was he? I mean, he.
Well,
Why are you asking such an
and
obvious question?
her head kind of like
course
cocks
not.
to the her head kind of like cocks to the side for a second. Other than he's currently thinking about taking a rather fierce dump, I'd say.
Oh, did
He
you do
managed-
that? You do that thing where you get into his head. That's not. Listen, he's.
Well, I certainly tried. He's rather
He's a character.
yes, that he is.
So, he's in the bathroom.
That he is. Are you
All right.
Are you requiring a more long term?
I mean, that would definitely be appreciated. I have, as I said, I have become quite magically adept. But I tell you what, constantly burning them on him to be able to make him not so conspicuous is eating into it a little bit. If you had something, I'd definitely take it. Yeah, let me go grab him. It's fine for now. And I'm gonna go walk over to Ertos and leave the party.
Guys, I'm pretending to
All with-
poop. Can somebody help? I don't think I can. I don't think I can keep the ooze up.
way.
Oh, thank God.
Finally back. Mickey's going to ask, why are you pretending to poop? Because at this point, I don't think the rest of the party has received any information as to what has been going on.
Well, Mickey, what? Oh, I guess you don't know because you're a robot. When people go to the bathroom, that's usually one of two options, and the other option is slower or like quicker. So like this was my only ruse to pull.
Huh. Weird. Why'd you need a ruse?
Oh, because I'm a lizard.
Ah. And that's a problem. Why?
Where have you been, Mickey? No one likes lizard people.
Fair point.
They commonly raid, kill, and supposedly eat a lot of people on the southern coast.
Yeah, we're pretty violent as like a group, so it's kind of founded in truth, but also like you gotta meet me first. You can't just assume I'm gonna eat you. I might, but you don't know.
You did eat that guy we met the first time in that bar.
I'm not going to apologize for eating people. That's not like a crime, is it?
Hey, I have a question. So we've kind of flip-flopped on how this rules a few times. The microphones that you're using to talk to, you're audibly saying this.
Yes.
I mean, I'm in the bathroom, but yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
checked. No, because yes, I do apologize. I checked the cantrip, and yes, you do have to speak.
So, what is this lady's opinion as she's just hearing the one
Well-
side of the conversation?
I assume I'm not saying it that loud, but
Well, we were put
probably
right next to
would give
her.
us-
Yeah, you're literally at
Yeah,
a table with
yeah.
her.
Standing in front of her.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's an ally, so.
She's
she
kind of
understands.
just looking at, as she's looking at you, she appears to be fairly normal until you mention him eating somebody. And then she does start getting a little bit concerned, and she starts frowning at Farron in particular.
I'm gonna just bring up the little microphone to say, can you both please stop talking about eating people and pooping? Just understand, she don't look happy. And I just give a little wave to her.
I mean, that's
Put it
that's
back.
a good
She'll
point.
give you a nod.
Somebody did try and read my thoughts. I don't know. I don't think they did it, but I just was using the ruse of bathroom. So, my apologies. Can I come out now? It sounds like you guys are here.
Yes, of course. Here, let me disguise you again.
Okay.
Please. And
I'll open the door to the bathroom.
and I will. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is a bit of an issue. I can't disguise you, but instead I can do this, and I will make you invisible.
Cool.
Yep. Because disguise self is self, and the only way I can get around that is
The card.
the
Yep.
card.
Yep.
All right. Etos, follow me. Please don't try to bump into anybody. It would make it weird.
I never tried to do that, but okay.
No, but like accidentally. You know what I mean? It's a bit. Just don't like have somebody accidentally bump into you and oh, somebody hits me and where is he?
Okay, I'll just control the actions of everyone in this gambling den. You got it, Baron.
He asks so much of us, doesn't he?
So demanding.
Oh, you guys get back to the table, and despite the fact that you're invisible, her eyes do flick over to where you are, Ertos. And she'll just take a deep breath and just go, so this is the whole bunch, as
Oh
it
yeah.
were?
Oh yeah. This is them. This is them. They now listen.
If she didn't have questions, I'd be concerned.
Listen. I know you may have heard a thing or two because I heard some of the things that they were talking about, and sometimes they forget that other people can hear them say it. Listen, I know we've done a few things that might be conventionally odd.
We've done a lot of things that have been conventionally odd now that I think about it.
Is that what we're calling eating people now? Because
Well-
I thought you did
Listen,
better than
listen. Me personally, I have no desire to
I'm
eat
gonna-
someone. But if you look at my friend, you can understand why. And they were bad people. I'd like
Yeah.
to. Wait, I'd like to put this on the table first. They were not good people. It's not like we're just saying. It's not just like we're feeding him random people.
Also, I didn't eat all of him. It was just his face. That's not better. I said it out loud and realized how it sounded.
No, it's all right. It's all right, Etos. It's all right.
Yielding into the concern.
Italy just has her head in her hands already. The headache is back.
If,
But-
He's just sitting there proud of the chaos.
if you are convinced that it is if you are convinced these are the kind of people you would want along on a job, then I won't stop you.
Oh, they are incredibly capable.
Lady Powder thinks so, at least.
Yes, little one. He's got a obsession.
To be fair, Lady Powder would be a really good, on our resume. I would think, at least.
Not
in
here.
some circles. Yeah.
Not
Maybe
in,
not this
not
circle.
here.
Even if you consider
No,
Lady Powder
no,
your
no,
enemy,
not here. Not her. Not here.
Right.
does she really not like Lady Powder?
It's
Like above table.
yes.
Oh, well.
This is why we said not all people like Soulfire.
Yes.
He was kind of,
But even
she's kind
then-
of like looking back and looking forth at you all. Can you all possibly just go downstairs?
Well, so first things first. First thing that I want to say, they Atos here, of course, is 100% willing to heist. Sounds like fun, right, Atos?
Yes.
Perfect. Everybody else was a little bit hesitant on the lack of details, and I was telling them to more focus big picture. That didn't help. They still want some more details, but with more details, they're very willing to go. I don't know
very
how
willing,
well
Depending on
I don't know how well Ren and Relaine will take that, but
what are we stealing? Why are we stealing it? Is it for the good
That-
cause? Could
that
Lady
is
Powder get in
all-
trouble? What day? Can't be tomorrow.
That is not for me to say.
I know.
If you'd like more details, just please come with me.
All right. They're great. They're interesting. I told you. I mean, what did you expect? To be fair, if I told you I was bringing back friends, does this match
Nothing. This is exactly what I would expect of a friend of yours.
it?
All right, and she will lead you guys downstairs. Same thing, dimly lit, bunch of alcohol, an office, leads you into an office in the back, and you guys see two people close enough that they clearly are brothers. One huge great sword over his shoulder, another slim, a pair of pistols at his waist. And they both kind of turn to look at you. Well, I wasn't expecting nothing tonight, but glad to see you made your way back there, Jay.
Oh,
This is them, I'm assuming?
yes, yes, it is. Etos, you can. Do you mind? Does he need to? You can see him, right? I mean, I'm assuming you can see him, or she can see him. Do you want him to drop the? He's here. Oh, this. Etos, drop it.
Jay,
I
it's
don't-
your spell.
I'm not controlling this.
Oh,
You,
that's
you
right.
know he's
Sorry.
not a
Sorry.
dog, right?
No.
Forgetting the key information.
Also,
Dejected. I will drop it.
Eyes widen, little bit of there's
Hello.
a little bit of reaction. Well, that is something.
Ha.
How are all right. So our friend Jay here tells us y'all might be interested in doing a little bit of nighttime thievery for us.
Depends on the details, but certainly we wouldn't mind helping a buddy out.
Well, of course. The details are... well, they're the more important part of something. Here's my problem, and here's just something I'm running into. If I tell you... well...
Can't really expect us to do a heist or be interested in a heist without details on what the compensation will be,
No.
what
Mickey.
the details of it are,
Mickey,
who
Mickey.
we're going to be getting on the wrong side of.
Mickey. They get that. They get that. You have to understand. I'd like you guys to think about. Take a second. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look at yourself. And realize that we just walked down here into them. And they don't know you. I mean, they know me. And even then, it was a little. So,
Listen, I'm not asking y'all to commit to anything yet. All that I would ask is that, from what I understand, y'all have business with the Onyx family. Now, we aren't necessarily in direct, oh boy, why is my brain spazzing out now? We aren't exactly in direct opposition to the Onyx family, but I would ask that you don't repeat any of what we say outside this room.
Secrecy's the word.
If that is acceptable to y'all, excellent. If not, well,
As an MK3Y, I am good at keeping secrets.
I think that's acceptable to us. I don't think we actually really like the Onyx family all that much. It's just a job.
We've got business with them. We're not actually allied with them in any way, shape, or form.
that's
Maybe Lady Powder might want their support, but even she's not necessarily allied with them just off of that.
well. We'll get there. So, I'm trying to think about exactly where to start. So, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, excuse me, some stranger, tall and dark cloaked, if you will, or not, sorry, short and dark cloaked, if you will, made their way through the streets of Riscoperton. Now, there are many people here who conceal their identities for many different reasons, and we didn't take any special kinds of notice to them at first, but then they walked in, seemingly completely unchallenged, to go and see Lady Caria on it. Now, as a woman who don't see people much, and as we began hearing more and more rumors about how this person walked right in without nary an appointment or a ounce of gold touching palms, that got us curious. So after a little while of, some more subtle means of information gathering, managed to find one particular server there who just so happens to be serving these fellows some tea, if you will. And evidently, this some sort of deal was made. We don't know the direct kind, only that, or what the stranger got from it, but we do know that he told the Onyx family something that would allow them to take full control of Riscoperton. You see, there's a very fragile balance here. We operate the gambling houses and the more, we'll say, wholesome but still not quite lawful parts of business going in around the docks and the poorer places. And they don't wipe us out because, well, they know who we are and they know what we are and they know that we ain't gonna do nothing too crazy at the drop of a hat. But they only tolerate us for that. They know that they can't hold an entire city of gamblers, criminals, and lowlifes without somebody like us, somebody to help give order to it. However, whatever they were promised, whatever deal was made, they seem to think they've found something that, has changed that balance, or would change that balance, rather. We're not sure what it is. All we know is that it's in a place called the Stonemasons Museum. It's here. It is here. That's a place here in the city. We were told to look for a scroll of ever-changing colors, if you will. Lots of different
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I would know what this particular scroll is?
Go
Any
for it.
legends or lore behind it?
Go for it.
Here. And that would be Arcana?
Yeah.
Imagine?
Yeah.
21, but I'm also going to use a built for last just because, built for success, excuse me. Just because I think this is going to be the last thing we do for the day, so might as well. 23.
You haven't heard of anything like this, no?
Ah, come on. 23 wasn't high enough? Damn.
So, he looks at you guys. So the way I reckon, if it's good enough for them to think it's gonna give them the complete power of the city that they've desired for a while now, well, we like the balance. We need the balance. So we'll keep that in check. Or maybe even give us a leg to stand on, if you will.
Okay, so we're not... Well, so is our primary goal to prevent the theft? Or to
No, we're
engage
looking
in the
to...
sample
We are looking to attempt to steal it before the Onyx
The Onyx
family can get their hands on it. Evidently, they're trying to go through legal methods of purchase, and evidently the stonemason just ain't interested.
So, would I at least know the stonemason? What faction is it affiliated with?
Make a history check real quick.
Okay. History. 8.
8?
Yeah, not... Well, you know what? Let's use my last... Built to last. Come on, built to last. Can you be a 4? It was a 4, 12.
Okay. Give me
Oh, for
2
success.
seconds. So yeah,
Hey!
as you sitting down and thinking about it, you're like, huh, hold on, there we go. You're sitting there and thinking, you're like, wait a minute, the stonemason, that does sound familiar. So, and it begins to appear to you. The very founder of the Granite Directorate. The Granite Directorate's still fairly new. The first person, or being rather, to ever start shying away, if you will, from the more traditional wizardry and sorcery to get into magical constructs, the building, the use of magical materials, alchemy, things like that. A more scientific look, an innovative look at magic, as opposed to, essentially Hogwarts, where it's like, this is exactly how you do this, and yada yada yada, we're wizards and nothing else. Was pioneered and was originally begun. The first person to do this was known as the Stonemason. Having retired a number of years back. Not necessarily a lot, but easily a couple hundred. You've heard him mentioned in passing before.
So it's very likely this has... So I'm going to ask them, because I'd assume they know. This guild, this museum, wouldn't happen to have connections with the Granite Directory, would it?
But we know he gets shipments from him.
I'm
Fairly
willing to
regularly, not often, but regularly.
I'm willing to bet we may not need to go through a heist at all. Depending on the circumstances. As long as your goal is only to maintain the status quo, wouldn't it be easier for us to help you get in contact with Powder in regards to this? And I'm pretty sure Lady Powder does not want the Granite family, the Onyx family, to gain sudden power, as it would hurt her goal of getting them to become a useful pawn.
See, this little
not-
robot's got some hell of an idea.
I'm not
We
gonna
met-
pretend to know what some highborn lord of an entire continent, Lady Soulborn thinks, but
Worst
They-
case scenario, we can at
they
least
kind of
help you.
look at they kind of look at each other, and you can see there's definitely some sort of like, maybe not telepathy, but at the very least like unseen or unspoken conversation going on.
And I'm gonna follow
Well,
that.
we
Worst case
were-
scenario, we can at least help you figure out what that scroll is before we do anything. We don't necessarily need to let her in on the details fully of the heist, but it does sound like if this is related to the Granite Directory, heist would be a difficult and potentially have some backlash.
Well, I never said it would be easy.
Oh yeah, but
The
I'm
backlash
saying.
is all dependent on y'all getting caught. But if, and once again, after another kind of like glance conversation between the two of them, if y'all can find some sort of way to ensure that the Onyx family doesn't get their hands on it, don't see any reason why we would need to steal it ourselves. I mean, don't get me wrong, having an edge over the Onyx family, something that could get us some real backing would be nice, but
My
we
main concern
don't
is
necessarily need things to change.
if this is apparently something as powerful as it's being described as, and it's just being loosely held in a museum, there's probably more to this story than we have, right? And
Well, I have
don't
no doubt
like
that-
and I don't like unknown sources of power because that usually spells danger in the world of magic.
So
Oh,
the
we have no.
unknown source
Shut-
of your own power that's keeping you alive.
Well, you're certainly not wrong, little robot fella. He's long right now. Yes, I know.
That Freudian slip hurt me so many different ways.
Um, I do think that you're right. I think that, magic always comes with some sort of cost, but, and once again, if you're able to keep it out of their hands, as long as nothing changes in the negatives for as long as nothing changes negatively for us, I'm okay with it being a more subtle way of making sure they don't get it. But,
Do you happen to know what it looks like?
it's been described as a scroll. The surface of it ever changing, ever moving, globs of ink and such.
Globs of like black. Is it like a rainbow colored scroll and like?
We weren't told what color the ink was, just that it would be constantly moving. The person Alwyn read didn't know.
Uh-huh.
All we know is that the person we read knew that, and that every single member of the Onyx family that we have met since, or not the Onyx family, but of the Onyx Foundry, their organization, since, has known that it's been put as priority number one, is finding a way to first legally, and then if that fails, not quite so legally, get their hands on this.
So we
So-
do have confirmation that they will do illegal things to attempt to get this.
Listen,
That may help us if we can get that.
just because there's some big official Soulborn house, just because they rule over the city and the lands around it, doesn't mean they ain't the biggest bunch of criminals in this goddamn place.
I'm not gonna argue with you there, but we might even be able to help deliver a blow to the Onyx family if they would engage in criminal activity. You understand what I mean? The Granite Directory suddenly becoming fierce enemies with the Onyx family certainly would help your bottom line, wouldn't it?
Well, you're certainly right about that. If you've got some ideas for that, bring it on. But from what he told me, The Granite Directorate is actively seeking, well, I can't claim to know her mind, some sort of patronage from the Lady of Gunpowder herself, or the other way around, rather. So something tells me that
Lady
they aren't
Power
looking
needs their
fight.
support politically, but politics is a treacherous thing. We're not saying that they're going to be gone, but we are saying that Lady Power could certainly use the fact that they engaged in criminal activity against the Granite Directory to force them to make some concessions that would likely hurt them, help her, and help you.
That is not a bad idea. However, if that's the route we're going to go down, we would need some sort of solid proof that they had tried to do something illegally, and we'd also need to know exactly what the relationship between this stonemason and his, if there is any significant relationship between the stonemason and Lady Powder themselves, because if he's just some old retired git, something tells me she won't care too much that they were prepared to burgle.
So, as you may know, Lady Powder has had some unfortunate circumstances occur to her quite recently, and I'm sure she's going to be very annoyed to hear that potentially someone is plotting against her and her organization. On top of that, if the organization, the Granite Directory, is not willing to let go of the scroll in a sale, I certainly think that means it's of some degree of priority to them. So, if we can assure them that the theft by the Onyx family will occur, they may be willing to aid us in beefing up the security, such that when the Granite Directory does attempt to gauge their theft, they're going to be walking right into a trap.
Mickey, I apologize if I didn't make this quite clear enough. This guy is no longer an active member of the Granite Directorate. He's still affiliated, I'm not saying he's not, but he's not like a direct, like, this deal he has going here is essentially his retirement project. It's not quite official directorate, like, business that he's studying.
So based on what I know, I assume that this museum was named after the founder. That's why I was asking. I thought it was dead,
as
if
in,
I'm being honest.
no. Soulborn lived an incredibly long time.
True.
As
Not
far
named
as
after.
you know,
It is named for him because he's there.
it is his personal project / museum of all sorts of shenanigans and things that he's collected over the years.
So
essentially.
we can, okay, then I'll rephrase that. We can use the fact that we're acting on Lady Powder's behalf to potentially seek an audience with him, maybe have a conversation with him, and assuming since he doesn't want to give it up, help maybe lay a trap for the Onyx family such that when they attempt to take the scroll, they're walking right into a booby trap. I'll rephrase it like that then.
Oh.
Well,
And
that's
that
not-
way, we're in the right way. Even if they get the scroll, they're going to be in deep shit since they'll have likely the entire Granite Directory, as well as this man after them. A rather powerful, I'd assume, Soulborn. With sub-sec considering they have to negotiate with him. You know?
That is certainly true. We just got to
They're-
make sure that if we're going to go down this route, and I'm not necessarily opposed to it, we're going to need to double check and ensure that no matter what they do or how they come at the scroll, it can be tied back to them. Because there's some sneaky sons of bitches.
Worst case scenario, if we really do want to engage in the theft, at least conversing with this man might help us figure out what they want the scroll. Trying to defend it and not knowing what it is probably doesn't serve much purpose to us.
We kind of look at each other. Give us just a moment. And you watch as they disappear into a back door, through a back door. You'll have about 5 minutes if there's anything you guys want to do during that time while they're back.
I tell you what, Mickey, that's a hell of a job.
Hey, politics.
Hey,
Now, I might not be the
Bullboards.
smartest of the group, but they're trying to make a deal with this guy for it. And if they can't make a deal with him, which it sounds like they can't, they're going to steal it. Wouldn't they have precautions set up already so that it doesn't just lead it back to them? Because it's
They
you know,
might be
like
cocky.
what if
to be
even if
fair.
we're not involved
We've spoken
at
to
all.
very dumb Soulborn before. Let's be honest. Sometimes they don't think that those many steps ahead. To be fair.
That's fair, but this isn't just a Soulborn. This is a family trying to gain the city. Isn't I think it stands to reason that they probably have considered, oh, if we just take it, they're gonna know it was us because we were the only ones asking.
They're
So
gonna
they probably
they're gonna
have
cover
someone
their
to
tracks.
someone
Yeah.
to hide it or fall, like take the fall for it or something. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I also think trying to beef up the security, like by telling them, "Hey, someone's gonna steal this thing,"
well, the
we're
idea
gonna
is
need
we're going to
proof,
be there.
like a lot of proof,
Yeah,
to
that
even be
sounds
considered. If
suspicious,
they even
yeah.
let us speak to him.
The
And
one
if
thing
he's this
I have
big,
to
we're not gonna be
say,
able to.
you have to understand that we have a major boon in terms of getting an audience with this man. We have an automaton that has gained sentience.
True.
This is the man that came up with automatons. That's like, I don't even know how to describe it to Powder.
True,
I
and
mean,
I really
this-
don't want to steal from this guy, and I really want to meet him.
this should be
Mickey would not
a
want to
marvel
steal
of
from
this man. If
So
it's
you
not,
said
we can take
should
from
be.
there.
I mean, I don't know this man at all or anything about him, but if I created it and then that thing came to life, I wouldn't be like, cool, see you later. I'd be like, cool, you're mine now.
Yeah, but Mickey would be fine with that. That's a sacrifice Mickey is more than willing to make.
You're
Come
you're
on.
accepting if he chooses to dissect you and to figure out how you work,
Yes.
even if it means
I
your
mean,
He's the
existence.
ultimate creator. He's the ultimate creator. Yes.
Mickey,
I'm not cool with that.
You gotta realize
I-
I'm meeting my literal god.
The way you talk, your god is
It's-
Powder.
Well, Powder is about as close to God as I thought I'd ever get. I'm actually going to meet God.
Yeah, and what if God thinks
the
you're an
OG
abomination?
Creator.
that we don't
Eh,
know
that would
what
hurt.
he'll.
That would be very hurtful. I would genuinely be upset at that.
But I'm just saying, it is a foot in the door. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's at worst case it's information. At best case, it's we literally make this us having to break in and fight against security, and security is now working with us, right? And working with security is going to be a lot easier than working against it, especially if this is a powerful wizard. Like, you guys want to take a guess at what kind of security measures this guy probably has set up?
No, not particularly.
In this basement probably isn't the time for this conversation, but
After about
okay.
yeah, so after about the 5 minutes pass, you watch as they come back out. Gonna look you over. Well, if y'all can come up with a good plan, a genuine way that you can make sure that the theft can get pinned on the Onyx family and that they can and that it can not fall into their hands, then I would say that we're amenable to that. But once again, as long as it's a feasible plan. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to find it. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to work with the crew we got.
So your primary goal, to get my understanding, is to ensure that the Onyx family do not get this scroll. That is your number one concern, yes?
Yes.
Insight check.
When boiled down, roll an insight check. If you boil it down to its bones, I'd say that's a way of putting it. A good way of putting it.
17.
17. These are hard men to read.
I had a feeling.
They are not quite crime bosses per se, but they hold a very large amount of gamblers, swindlers, and crooks in check. They are hard to see through.
Either
Well, they still
way,
answered my question the way I was hoping. So
I'm going to respond either way. Before we engage in such a heist, it would definitely be in our best interest to get an idea of what we're stealing. And I don't think there's a better time than before we steal it to talk to the man who might know. Because someone told
Suppose we
them
can't-
something that made them salivate, the Onyx family salivate over this. So someone has to know what this thing does.
Well, I can't really argue with you there. I'm just not certain. Like I said, nobody other than the Onyx themselves know what it was. They've just all been told that it's the priority, which is not good.
Well, we can try to get an audience once again as we are working on behalf of Lady Powder. Maybe we can rely on some of our close ties with Lady Powder to get us an audience with the man himself.
Well, it's your prerogative. Once we find out if and only if we get a timeline, we'll let y'all work it out. We reckon we don't have a lot of time. Not tomorrow, not even the next day, granted, but probably not a whole lot of time before the Onyx get impatient with diplomacy and deals. So don't take too long. Else we're just gonna have to go with the crew that we've got.
So he wants a plan, right?
Yeah, that's essentially what he's saying. If you guys have, it does not necessarily need to be a heist in that they've been honest in saying that, hey, if we had something that would tip the scales in our favor against the Onyx family, that'd be great. But we don't mind the way things are now. So at the end of the day, if you guys have a plan to keep the status quo in check, you can. But it has to be a good, well thought out plan. Is all that they're asking for. So,
All right.
Okay, we'll talk it through, I guess, after we deal with them in the morning.
all right.
Yeah. Alwyn's down here, right?
Yeah, she's down there with you guys.
Step, like, shimmy, sidestep off. Alwyn. I think we we need to deal with Airtoast being his scaly disposition.
Yes, quite. Ertos, just could you come over here quickly, please?
Doom, doom, doom. I listen. I don't say anything. I do respond. Listen,
Yeah.
meaning respond. Yeah.
What do you wish to look like for the next 8 hours?
Baron,
I'd
what
like
should
to
I look
imagine
like?
he'd probably want to look like himself, I'd imagine.
Well, you can do it. There's nothing wrong with what you look like, what you made yourself look like then. If that's what you want to look like, do you want to look like that?
I got the sense that was dealer's choice.
Well, if you insist. And she sits down and kind of starts muttering a bit. And yeah. You all watch as Airtos, scaled and teeth-bared, shimmers and transforms to a similarly dressed man. She kept the clothes as close to the same as she could. But now you see brown skin, deeply tanned, hair sprouting up all over forearms and on the chest, completely bald head, deep, thick furrowed brow, almost like very thin lips and a very wide, just like shovel-shaped jaw. She kind of just takes her hand back from her face. Not my best work, but this is the most off the mark face I could think of.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all. I think it looks good.
Now, Ren and Relaine are just kind of watching this. All right, well, we'll leave you to your planning. Once again, don't take too long to come up with something.
No, yeah. I the brains here. We will figure it out.
I do have one question, something that we have not, brought up at this point.
And what's that, ma'am?
If we did this job, what would our payment be?
Well,
Oh.
That is a bit of an important one for
hey, that
for a job.
and hey, we never ask you to do things for free. So, we can offer you 2,000 gold for the group, or let's just say we've got a way of making your wishes come true, if that's what you so desire. But you can either take the money, or you can ask for something more specific, and we'll see what we can do.
Like any wish?
Not quite any. Within reason. Well,
All right. Well, I guess we'll come up with a plan before we let you know which payment we'd like. Because if we can't come up with a plan, that'll be moot anyway.
I like this one. Got a savvy business mind on him.
That's one word for it. Yeah, I guess.
Oh my
Yeah, that is a word.
All right, but yeah, they kind of like give you a very dismissive gesture as they go back to looking over some what appear to just be intakes from a couple of other bars and or brothels. Yeah, you guys are led back. You guys are led back up into the regularly populated floor.
I mean, 500 gold apiece is pretty good.
It's not 500 gold apiece, Drew.
Oh, each of you would get 500.
Fair enough. If you're not taking a share.
You wouldn't get paid?
Ah.
Yeah.
Aren't
get
you
the
the one of
feeling-
us who's always needing money? So maybe you should take your cuts if we choose to do this.
No. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Elliot, do you happen to have the sending spell
I mean, I do. For
available?
what
You should
purpose?
really start charging for that.
Yeah, you could.
You remember the last, not the magic shop owners, the last people I asked you to contact?
Ilya would. I certainly don't. I don't remember their names.
No,
I know
that's
who
fine.
you mean, but I
Yeah.
don't remember their names.
Well, how late is it, Traveler? Is it late?
It's getting to about 11, maybe 11:30.
Maybe in the morning, if you wouldn't mind, or we can do it tonight. She might still be awake. Just
Who's
If,
she?
if they're asleep, they'll be awake when I start speaking in their mind.
What are you guys talking about?
I'm just a little worried.
That doesn't answer my question.
It's a secret.
Ah, boo.
I know. I'm sorry.
So yeah, are you gonna cast sending here?
No, and I'm not gonna cast sending until I know what I'm saying.
Because you guys are just in the middle of a essentially casino at this point.
I'm definitely not gonna be doing it here.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, not to mention we don't have. I mean, I don't have a room at the Salmon Run. You guys do. Neither.
And I don't think they'll let me in either.
Yeah.
I mean, you're with us. It was for the group, so I mean,
Yeah, but like, if people are watching you guys, which I assumed they were, they're gonna be like, "Who's this new guy?" You know?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Airtos and I have to stay here. Which I don't like, but I guess
Seriously, you wouldn't prefer to stay with your buddies over staying in the hotel surrounded by the Onyx family who wants you dead?
well,
I'm surprised. I would have thought you would prefer to stay here. I thought this place would be a luxury hotel compared to being
I mean,
surrounded by the
it
Onyx
is not
family
a
that wants you
luxury
dead.
hotel compared to the place you guys are staying at. You guys
Yes,
are
we-
staying at quite literally the luxury hotel.
Yeah, you guys are essentially staying. Like, there may be better places to go and gamble, but when it comes to like staying and or drinking, you guys are essentially in like the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
Shit.
Also, I have the token from Powder, right?
Yes.
And the token from Powder allows us to communicate with Powder at least once.
Mm,
Yep.
Yep.
oh.
Okay. When we get back to the room, I'm going to use that power.
wait, if the token lets you contact her, why the hell are you always making me contact her?
Because it only
one.
it's a
It's
single
only
use
one.
token.
Still,
Welcome to being a cleric.
you have send it yourself. Send it yourself.
I've never had to send it.
Yeah, the only
So
reason
don't make me the
Stormy
one who
gets
pisses
left
her off
the
all the
hook-
time, like bothers her all the time. Let the
Oh yeah, could you
person who likes
imagine?
her.
Could you imagine if Mickey had sending?
Oh, good
It'd
lord.
be great.
You don't want to know.
Every night before
but-
he goes to shut down for the night, he has to give her a play-by-play.
I
Yeah.
question how long it would take Powder
That's the
to
date.
like remove that feature from him. Actually,
Yeah.
Firmware update.
You are vastly overestimating her patience, I think, but
Yeah, like this.
I don't think I'm overestimating shit. I think Nick is.
Yes.
There's a reason I never want to message her. It's because it's gonna annoy her.
To be fair, we've messaged her only when it's necessary. For the
as
most
far
part.
as I
What?
can
For
remember, you
us.
messaged her once.
Yeah. Because we were in trouble and now we're here.
Legally. So now we're going to probably message her for the second time, let her know that we've completed we're about to complete the quest, but that we've fallen into some interesting information regarding a want from the Onyx family that would enable them to seize control of Riska Patron, and that they may be engaging in illegal activities against what was the guy's name again?
Everybody knows him as the Stonemason.
Stonemason.
Ready.
Against the Stonemason, and we'd like to contact him first and provide him a warning.
It is
against
crazy
the
that you're going to be
actions.
able to do that in 25 words.
It is. It is crazy.
Well, keep in mind,
I wish you the best.
is this sending?
like a
I don't
telegram.
think this just does the sending cantrip, right? This is
No, it does the sending. It does
Oh,
the
spell.
sending
kidding me?
spell.
Sending spell.
Sending
Yeah,
cantrip.
yeah. You
I
get
wish you the
25.
best.
Crazy cantrip.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need to think up 25 words. Good
yeah,
fucking
you
God.
certainly
Yeah.
will.
Uh,
I mean, worst comes to worst. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, never mind.
All right. So, what's your guys' plan for the night?
Well, I'd say that Airtos and I have to figure out some place to stay here.
Yeah.
Which I think should be easy enough.
Yes.
And as for the rest of them, I don't know. That's you guys.
So, we'll start with y'all then. Mickey and those of you, everybody, yeah, Mickey, Stormy, and Ilya. What are you all doing? What are you guys doing as you're ushered back upstairs? Are you staying here? Going back to the salmon run?
I mean, we had been sent to the Salmon Run originally, so I think that's where Ilya would end up going.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to try to draw any more attention to ourselves, so I would stick to what we were assume to have already been doing.
I may buy like if there's a street vendor still open, I might buy a snack just to like, ooh, I'm
Still,
a traveler hanging out. I'm on the town at night. I bought a snack. Whoa.
Not a
Just to
bad
kind
idea.
of go with that vibe of what we were doing or what we said we were gonna do.
on the note of still open, there are places that are just now opening, and it's like 11:30.
Perfect.
Yeah, any kind of snack you want, go for
And I
it.
buy a fantasy corn dog.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Fantasy corn dog and a funnel cake, please.
100.
Stormy wants
Man,
fantasy
I'm hungry these
takoyaki.
days.
That's
Some
probably
ramen.
easier
Yeah,
than the corn dog.
sure. That's easier than the. Yeah, I was about to say, in this kind of climate and place, that's easier than a corn dog, but you can find all of those. Mickey,
Sweet.
what do you want? You want some WD-40 or something?
Oh,
Fantasy
Lord.
WD-40.
Give me all the
Fantasy.
fantasy WD-40. I'll take like 8 canisters of it and just start
Nice.
freaking spraying every crevice.
Oh,
Nice.
we were meaning for
Ugh.
consumption, but yes, I guess self-cleaning is also a
No,
very valid
that-
option.
That's
He
more
also
what I
buys
meant
some
for it.
microfiber towels.
Oh,
It's
Are you
just-
kidding me? Do you know how nice it would feel if I could lubricate every joint in my body? I
know
would
what?
spend
at
that
my
so
age, yes,
great.
it would be
Please.
amazing.
I also
about to
I
say,
feel that.
I am with
Oh,
you. If
yeah.
I could manually
Oh.
lubricate my joints,
Ugh.
specifically every tiny one in my back, that would
I
be.
mean, that's not what you guys. Hey,
Ooh.
I like to
No,
lubricate
that's
my
a-
knees and my
Yeah,
hands, like the
Glenn.
knuckles. Get that fixed.
I imagine as I'm applying the WD-40, you just look at me in envy as you see me just so spry, like a new man.
Yeah,
I
except
mean,
for
those-
how does the
those
WD-40,
legs.
how does that oil get in the fishnets on your legs? I think that's like,
Yeah, does that how does that work?
does it soak
Does it
into
cause
the
chafing?
fishnets? Yeah.
There's technically no fishnets.
I don't know.
It actually extends how long it lasts because it's in the fishnets.
Yeah, you see, the fishnets could be beneficial.
You notice that the
Jesus
liquid
Christ.
dripping off from the excess is like brown and gross from the fishnet.
Oh, yikes! That's
Oh.
that's
The dirt in your joints.
We don't need that visual.
So anyway, as you guys go about your business, like I said, and anything specific, or you all just kind of wander around for a bit and go back to the
Yeah, pretend to be a tourist.
get the food, go back, play a few carnival games, and go home. I guess.
Stormy? What's your Oh, as a note, you guys don't win a single game. Like
Aw.
they are subtle, but it's very clearly rigged. Yeah. What's your passive perception, Stormy?
16.
Very good. Oh, not good enough. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck me then.
Jesus. Also, I'm gonna send this message to the Traveler, and I'll inform the party as well. So I'll just post in general. These are my 25 words.
Okay. I appreciate that you're giving me time to practice my response back because I'm not good at doing 25 words off the bat.
Oh,
Yeah,
you don't like that?
Yeah, you like doing that?
I don't
impromptu.
like it.
I also hate it.
I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just stressful to try to do in, it's hard to do that in a 2-second response. Okay. So yeah, you guys head back to your hotel. Mickey, you use sending. Do you want to read out loud, or you just?
I'll read out loud the response to the rest of the group.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you use your sending spell.
Or
Yeah,
the token.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. You use your sending token.
Sending token.
It takes a minute, but you do get a response. I appreciate you accomplishing the task I set to you. The stonemason is a revered, if not retired, member of Order. What are they stealing? Question mark.
I guess
Send
Ilya,
that
you're gonna have to
follow-up
give the
message, Nick.
response.
Yeah.
Or can we use the stone again? Can the stone be used again?
No. It is
Okay.
now. If you use detect magic, the magic has faded.
Ilya, can you use sending?
Sweet Jesus.
He just slowly looks at Mickey. It's hard now, isn't it? It's hard to do in one message.
I'll
do you want
write
me
it
to
if
say?
you want.
He's writing.
Hey.
He writing. He's typing.
How many more spell slots you have after that?
So here, as you think about that, we'll go back. Jay and Ertos, where are you guys trying to stay tonight?
Well, I'm assuming that there's some place to stay here.
So you want to stay at the Wilted Lotus?
I mean, I feel like that might be the safest place, at least for me. I don't know about Ertos.
Okay.
I do not know this city, so wherever you're going, I will follow, even if you tell me not to.
All right.
Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, you guys. Yeah. I mean, you
What's this town
you
called
talked
again?
to Al.
Where's the-
Riscoperton.
Riscoperton.
I
Um,
don't know how to spell it, but
R-I-S-K-O.
R-I-S. Okay.
You got it.
R-I... R-I what? Yeah, fuck it.
R-I-S-K-O.
R-I-S-K-O.
Riton. Yeah, he's got it. So yeah, Ellen will just, there's always room. She'll give you the good old, there's always a room for you here. So yeah, you guys can get a room here. Is there anything else you guys want to do, or are you just going to sleep?
I'm fine with going to sleep, but if you'd like to do any more gambling, Ertos, how was that?
Oh, I'm so bad at it. I don't think I get it. I don't you're supposed to beat other people, but it was just random. How am I supposed to win if I don't have the right cards?
Well,
It didn't seem.
Did you lie?
Well, no, of course not.
All right. Okay. So,
Should I have? Is that how you win gambling?
well, you don't lie every time, but
Gambling.
you want to make them think that you're lying most of the time.
Oh. Make them think I'm lying without lying.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds complicated.
I'm
All right,
sure.
maybe I'll try again. It doesn't seem like it's an interest, but maybe.
No, hey, I'm not gonna push you to it. They've got some great food down there too, as well. If you'd like some food or anything like that, there's just about anything you'd want.
Are you trying to kick me out of your room?
No, I'm saying that we're in a big fancy town in a big fancy hotel, restaurant, gambling den, and if you would like anything, this would be the time to get it, especially seeing as future time may get messed up by a heist or some other stupid activity that we may or may not have planned to do.
Nah, I'm all right.
All right.
Should we sleep in shifts? How afraid of getting murdered in your sleep are you?
Here?
Anywhere, but yes, since we're sleeping here, yes, here.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
Not here.
All right.
Did we know the name of the scroll? I believe you said the name.
No
It's
name
just-
has been
there's the
mentioned.
scroll
Okay, just
with
a rainbow
ever-changing
scroll.
color.
A scroll with ever-changing colors.
A scroll of ever-changing.
Ever-changing pictures and shapes, not necessarily colors.
Okay.
Oh, then
Oh.
I'll say of images instead of color. If that's the case. Let me edit message. Images. Save.
No, but seriously, if it were anywhere else, even in this city, yeah, it might be something to worry about. But here, specifically here, more than likely, we're pretty well safe.
So all the people downstairs are your friends, and they'd fight for you. Is that what you're saying?
Well, not everybody, but the people that matter, they don't want me dead yet. Because I still have some use to them. I still owe them. So
Oh, so it's not like actual friendship. It's just like,
No,
hey,
it's-
you're useful.
it's-
You're a good tool.
well, I mean, everyone's a good tool.
Way to get to the heart of it.
But I mean, I
You have
owe them.
outlived your use.
I mean, they're family. They're
Oh,
they're the ones
like-
that. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
how are
not-
they? Who? Which ones?
Well, not like family like that, but like how you would almost consider like Ilya family, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, like as in like a non-blood related way. Yeah.
Yeah. And most of the people here are that to me.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I also consider you that. So
I do too. But respectfully, we've been through a hell of a lot. All of us have. But it's been like 6 months, 8 months at most. I'm not good with time. These
it's
people-
got fucky too because we've gone to different planes and shit. So
That's true. These people have been there for me since I was a child.
oh, I'm not like insecure about them being more important to you than I
No.
am. I just was trying to gauge if they were like your brothers or your cousins or.
No. My family, they're not here.
Oh, okay.
Not here right now.
Do you know where they are? Are you looking for them? Are we on the same journey? How are we just now talking about?
No, not what the people that would have known where they are. No longer in the city. So I wanted to get Ilya's help to try to figure out where they were. It's my mother and my little sister. But
And like, why don't you know where they are? Are they like in danger from the same people that you're in danger from?
from the Onyx family, yeah. That's why I had to leave this place. That's part of the favor I owed them. And I stepped out on all this. I was a worker. And they gave me the ability, the opportunity. They gave me the connections to meet people and help fund to get me and my family out of here. Where? It was safer that I didn't know and that as few people knew. And now, I don't know.
I mean, now that we're here and like near the Onyx family, are you trying to like just do what we need to do and then leave, or you murder them all? What's your vibe? What are you feeling?
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest here, Tos, I didn't expect myself to leave this city. I figured that I was gonna go down there into that basement, tell them that we had an opportunity to meet Lady Carrier Onyx, and they were gonna say, "All right, it's time for you to fill in the bargain," and I didn't know what they were gonna ask for me to do. I'm glad it's just a heist, you know. I'd love to do it with you guys or do whatever we need, but if you guys don't do it, I think I still have to do it.
So like, if you do this heist for them, and then even Stevens, you're all good to go, or
I think so. At least that's what it was. That's what it was kind of insinuated. It's they call in the favor, and I'm free and clear.
sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Our goals align. I don't want the Onyx family here. I want my. I mean, you saw this city. This city is amazing. I want my family back in this city. But I can't do that safely with the Onyx family. Not with
Yeah,
them
I don't
here.
think. Doesn't sound like a bad thing that we would be bringing them. gaining more power. But also, like, if you gotta do the heist, I will be doing it with you, no matter what the others think, because I don't think you should have to do that alone. But also, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's gonna come out bad.
That's all right.
Real family doesn't deal in bargains. It's not oh, I did a favor for you, so you do a favor for me, and then even. That's not how family works. If they were, like, actually, truly, like, family, and this is just my opinion, they would just do stuff for you, and you would do stuff for them because you care about each other, not because you're calling in favors.
No,
That's
yes,
ugh.
it's messed up. I agree, but it's more of like the lady you met down there, Alwyn. She taught me. She took me from being a beggar kid on the streets, and for better or for worse, she turned me into what I am. Now, there was a little outside influence in terms of how I learned magic or how I took my thieving ambitions one way or another, but it was her. And there's been others along the same lines. Nothing like her, but she's like a second mother to me. She's the real family. But as just the way the organization works, she might be family, but we both work for the same boss. And Ren and Relaine are nice. They really are. They're great people. I have to be honest. I didn't expect I was going to be able to see them this many times. I'd only seen them a handful of times before I left. But it's complicated. This whole city is complicated in the best ways and the worst ways. I don't know. I appreciate it though, Ertos.
I mean, hey, I'm looking out for you. If you trust these people, so do I.
Oh, I do want you to promise something to me though. I don't want the rest of the group to know that even if they don't do this heist or whatever it ends up being, don't let them know that I'm still gonna have to do the heist. All right?
If they ask, I can't promise I'll tell them, but I won't just blurt it out unprompted. That's the best I can promise.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, good night.
That's still so incredible that he can just lay down, and at the moment that his head hits the pillow, it's just straight lights out.
It's like an eye
I
open
wish I
still
could.
too.
God, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we're talking above table, Jesus Christ, talk about a skill I wish I
Right.
had. All right, so going back to the other group, yeah. So what are you sending back?
Oh well, I'll first be casting see invisibility.
Okay, yeah. As you look around, nothing you can see.
All right. Once I'm confident in that, we're not being watched in any way, shape, or form. I will cast sending to Lady Powder. And I will tell her Rainbow Scroll that changes images from his museum that will grant them the power to fully control over scope or tone. They're fully committed to obtaining it.
Okay. All right. Oh boy, word count. You get a response. are the rightful rulers of Risco Breton.
Oh, what's the response?
It's well, they are the rightful rulers of Risco Breton and surrounding areas. I understand that Soulborn vying for power beyond their means isn't always good. If you get solid evidence, shit.
And that's it.
25 words. Yep.
If you get solid evidence, shit.
No shit, because I ran out if you
Oh
get solid.
man, that would make it so much better.
Listen, she's smarter than me. She would find a way to let you know that.
Get evidence.
Just get evidence. Yes, there's nothing that she can do about like the other stuff doesn't concern it. But if she is going to steal from somebody and you get some sort of solid evidence, she can levy something.
Okay.
I will tell Mickey that, and then say, this is why we need. This is what I mentioned earlier. We need to get something like some sort of proof that this is going to happen.
I mean, that is our option. So right now, our direct options are we can seal the scroll first. I don't like that option, but it is an option. Option 2, and keep in mind that option is acting against powder, so I really don't like it. I will not be involved if this is the case.
We were brought here by like set here for the Onyx family, right? Like
Yeah.
they set us up here. She's
Yes.
at least gonna hold her hand up and say, maybe we try and be careful about what we say here.
Fair enough.
I looked for magical stuff, but that's it.
Actually,
So we shouldn't really
I have
say.
detect magic. So I before I talk, can I cast detect magic on the room?
No, there's nothing. As you look around, you don't see anything magical. Nothing glows.
Okay, we're probably safe.
And I meant more
Yeah,
of
there's
a
no other way
physical.
for people to listen. Only
Yeah,
magic.
I meant more of a physical
was that?
way. We shouldn't discuss this here, is what I mean.
Okay, we'll discuss it later.
Yes, we are literally in a hotel that they put us in. So maybe we just behave.
This particular hotel, I don't think they booked, or this particular room as well. I don't think they booked, but we'll see.
All right. So. Oh my goodness gracious. With that, is there anything else that anybody would like to do before y'all go to bed?
Nope.
Okay. All right. And with that, the first day in Risco Breton comes to a close.
We didn't die.
I
Yay.
was
Hooray.
expecting
Yet.
to be making a new character by now.
Already, give yourself a day, dude.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, after today, you'll need to make a new character. But
Yeah.
until then, you're still here for a little bit.
We're alive.
Oh man, I just thought of something really weird. Stormy, you have to sleep in your armor, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just about to ask. I mean, I don't think we've ever said that Stormy's tried to take off his armor.
I'm not gonna impose all the disadvantages because that's just rude. But
Well, to be
Yeah.
fair, Stormy's used to sleeping on a ship, so I'm pretty sure sleeping in a comfy bed, but in armor, probably fine.
brother,
can't you
you've
take
never. That is spoken as somebody who's never worn body armor, but I will let it slide.
I
Not
mean,
only body armor, a full fucking
A
suit.
full
of
Listen,
plate.
I'm
Wait,
trying to
yeah.
give Stormy, I'm trying to give Glenn every benefit of the doubt, regardless
I
if
already-
it makes sense or not.
I
No.
already said I'm not gonna do the penalty.
Yeah, it's like, why are you trying to convince him of something he already said he was going to do?
I don't know.
anyways, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but that will matter for this.
I figured.
Give me just a sec.
It
What
wouldn't
is
matter.
your
I guess I should
You
just
want-
ask: did we get our
What?
long rest or no?
Not yet. No. What is your AC?
Cool. I'm just gonna add the spell slots that I used. Right back.
21. Well, I don't have my shield on right now. If I'm in my room, I wouldn't be holding my shield, so it would be
You
19.
definitely would not. No. Okay, and they have advantage because you're unconscious.
Oh no!
And I do believe that this is also considered an auto crit because
Oh
you're
no!
considered incapacitated because you're asleep.
Do I get
that-
anything because
that
of
checks out.
Gale? Does she
Wow,
get
does
to?
she require weird question? Does Gale require sleep?
It doesn't flat out say.
That's
It does not say.
Well,
It just
we've
says that
always
there's a dragon
considered
there.
Gale like a cat, and cats do
Yeah.
not sleep at night.
We've always
Well,
played it like
well,
it.
they
The
they
way
do
it's
sometimes, but they are active at night a lot.
well, and the way it's portrayed in the book is that it's like an essence of a dragon, I guess. Not
yeah.
a
No,
physical thing.
that's
So,
no,
but
that's
like
fair.
we've
That's fair.
we've
Okay,
always played that she sleeps and she
know what?
cuddles and stuff like that.
that's
So,
the thing because we. You know what? Roll a perception check for Gale, I guess. Yeah.
all right. So she has a +2 to wisdom.
I need to change some new music. One
Also,
second.
are we in the same room or did we each get our own?
No,
You guys were set up in
different rooms.
two
Oh,
rooms.
she
Remember,
got a
they're not in the same building.
16.
2 rooms.
Fuck.
A 16.
Gale got it. Yes,
Okay, apparently
which
Gale's
is the same as my passive
distracted.
perception.
apparently Gale's distracted or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
She's sleeping, cuddling.
Yeah, she's too busy cuddling up into a neck or something. I don't know.
Right,
Yeah.
hit me.
So. Oh boy, let me check the.
Oh
You
boy,
said
oh boy, oh
your
boy.
passive-
Traveler up to his evil.
Your passive is still in the 20s.
No, it's 16.
Oh. Okay, that's.
No,
much
that
better.
mycelio was in the 20s.
And
Got
I think
it.
I also think your passive perception is halved when you're unconscious or something like that. Like when you're asleep, your passives are halved.
Not mine.
That would make sense. It would still be 8.
I don't go
Yeah.
unconscious ever.
Either way. So yeah. I believe that will hit you.
Yeah, 19.
no. Hey, Aiden, aren't you happy that we're not sleeping at the den of
Sleeping so
liars?
soundly away from wherever the fuck is over there.
Okay, yeah. I'm grabbing every book but the book I actually need right now.
What are you
The
looking
Okay,
book's
there
title,
we
by
go.
the way, is "Fuck Glenn" in particular.
Right?
Fair.
No, it's not.
How to murder Glenn's characters.
Yeah. Oh,
How to
yeah,
make
no,
Glenn have
actually,
a third character.
How
Actually-
to do over 81 damage in one hit.
So he does
Radiant.
hit.
That's all you
Radiant.
need.
So he does hit, and because you are considered incapacitated, so you're unconscious. You
It's
take.
an auto crit if they're in 5 feet of him. So
Oh, trust me. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
that sucks to suck, Stormy.
Let,
I have
let
a
your boy
feat that lets me take
all
3
the
less
motherfuckers.
damage per attack. So,
Is it a reaction or is it just a thing?
no, it's just a thing.
So you take.
But it's 3
12
damage.
You take 12 points of piercing damage,
Okay, so I take 8.
and then
you take
9.
15 points
Yeah,
of
9,
acid
my bad.
damage.
15 points of acid damage? What?
15?
Yep.
Okay.
You open your eyes and you immediately see, standing over you, a black figure, weird feathers ruffled up and around, a sharp beak, a long sword currently stabbed down through a gap in your rather large plate mail armor, hissing in your ear.
What the fuck are we being attacked by? What did it say?
And that's traitor. And that's where we're gonna end today's session.
Woo!
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, is it
Oh,
Stormy Lord?
no.
Are we getting attacked by Stormy Lord now? Or is this the Onyx family?
Sounds like it.
Man, I thought this was Onyx family. I thought you guys said something wrong in the wrong place, and
No,
Stormy didn't really
I did too.
Anybody this time.
yeah,
So,
no, I was
mean,
expecting. Okay, now to Ilya. You know, that's what I was expecting next.
That's why I very quickly stopped that conversation. Like, we're gonna get in trouble.
Did everybody have fun?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
frightened, but
plotting.
I
Yes,
sure.
we have fun. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
plotting.
Traveler, you have no idea how much you've raised my anxiety so much this
Oh,
past
I-
week. So much.
It's Traveler's
Yeah.
gift to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it back to the
First thing
store.
Take
Anxiety.
it back. Yeah,
You
glad
have a
you wake
receipt
up.
for this one?
Glad you wake up, look, and that's what you see.
Yeah, I know. It's murder nightmares.
Horrifying. Yeah, we
Bird.
spent yesterday seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, being horrified then.
I bet. I
no.
bet.
So yeah,
Oh my
glad
gosh.
everybody could make it.
Traveler, did you expect us to suggest what we have suggested in antithesis
There
of
was
the heist?
so I did think that y'all might try to find a different solution. There's a couple of suggestions that did genuinely surprise me. Yes,
Nice.
I'm so glad. I am.
I was
That's
not.
what I want to do.
Yeah, I genuinely am gonna have to be. I'll have to be doing a lot of thinking about what
Mike.
individual characters will be doing.
Yeah.
Now it's a heist against a
Yeah.
different family, because now we're probably going to be performing a heist against the Onyx family trying to get evidence.
Yeah,
Or it's-
it could very well still be. So.
rather
Yeah,
than just
and that
a
way I
heist,
won't feel bad
a
about
full-
brutally killing them.
And even better, it's
Were
gonna be
you
a full-
gonna do that anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll
sure.
probably be. Yeah, well, he's got suicide plans. This time now it'll be a full espionage episode. So rather than just a heist, we're gonna be spying, plotting, and of course sneaking and breaking in. The whole 7 miles.
So again,
I'd also like to point out, guys, have spent the past 2.5-ish hours straight up planning a heist.
We have done zero
You guys
planning.
have-
What are you
and
talking about?
Not true.
Yeah, what
Not even
planning are
that.
you
Just
talking
the
about?
just
Yeah, I
the
don't remember any
introduction.
plans
Conceptualize
being
it.
made. Wait a minute.
Just the introduction
have-
to it.
We have spent the past several hours conceptualizing the idea of a heist and thinking
Well,
about
we
if we
shoot it
like
down.
that idea, and that's it.
Oh
And
my
I went in and
God.
shot it down. I'm like, wait, stonemason? This guy sounds like he's my kind of people. I don't want to steal from my kind of people. It's the refined gentleman's
kind of
museum.
people.
Yeah, people who enjoy constructs and summoning things. He's my brother. He's my brethren. I carry the soulborn. He's a fellow enjoyer of the constructs.
Ugh, I don't like the way that
Uh.
sounds.
That's the thing.
Sounds unnecessarily sexual.
Yes.
I mean, you didn't have to take it
That's the
there.
point.
Listen, in this city, you're. It wouldn't be surprising if there's a gentleman's club for automatons.
Absolutely.
That's where that's where Mickey spends
Listen.
most of his time.
if there wasn't before, you're damn straight there is now.
Yeah. You brought it similar to Unipo, you brought that into existence right then.
I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Good. Good.
100%.
So
Let's not manifest anything on the stonemason, please. I don't want to
That's
go
where he
in
spends
there.
his free time. Actually,
He's suddenly giving me a massage. I'm gonna start fucking.
oh, Mickey, you wanted to be left here with your god? Okay, bye-bye.
Right.
Bye.
You said it was a worthy sacrifice.
Yeah,
Have
worthy
fun.
sacrifice.
Doodles.
Bye-bye.
Jesus Christ! You're doing Ricky so dirty.
Hmm. I know
Also,
that.
can we talk about
Look
we
at
talk about
those
the fact that we
full
have a party
shoulders.
member who's like, yeah, I'll just kill myself in order to repay this favor and turn myself into
Yeah,
everyone.
welcome to Varen's camp.
And we have a party member to be like, yeah, it's cool. I'll just be the pet of a stone guy. That's cool. I don't care.
What-
we
what
have
is
2
wrong
people
with
that are
that?
just like, it's cool. I'll die. Whatever.
I mean, I never
Right.
said that I was
God.
willing to die. There's,
Ah,
to be fair, as a
subtext
rogue,
is important.
I think I can
I'm
do a
always
heist
willing to
pretty
die.
good. Like, it's kind of what my character's built for, so I sure hope I can heist.
Same. We're gonna need
It's
that.
all the people you bring with then.
we need
is the
someone to
question.
be able to heist because there's 2 people who are not built for
I
it.
know.
especially.
My only hope was to try to
I
find
might not
somebody-
live through this.
Yeah,
Actually, Captain Windchime's there too. He's not built for it either.
yeah, it's true.
There's only
Captain
1.5
Wind
people built
Chimes.
for it.
Technically, I'm using a flute right now. I've been
Yeah,
using the flute
he
as
did
a horn.
realize
No,
that he
it's
has-
not even a flute. It's the fucking wind chime.
No,
No,
he
the
did.
flute
He
is
did
horns,
pick up a flute.
remember?
We
Oh, he
we
did
have. Yeah, he has
Oh,
picked up
yeah.
a flute by now.
He does.
Sadly.
And I have a tune with it.
We've got wind chimes. We've got Captain Clank.
Captain Clank.
Captain Clank. I love that.
That's his official name.
Next character.
I like that you guys have superhero names. It's like Captain America, except Captain Clank.
All right.
So,
Traveler, the better question. Did you have fun tormenting us?
oh, of course, I always have fun tormenting you. That's a silly question.
That's great.
Right?
How did
Very
you
small
enjoy
question.
sitting down and playing cards with Airtos?
That was not what I was expecting to happen. I figured it would go either one of two ways. She'd clean him dry,
Mhm.
or she'd make sure the other guy lost and he won just to fuck with him. And I really wasn't certain which way I was going to take it until I rolled the final dice and went, well, okay, that tracks.
I was expecting that as well. Also, I was like, maybe she'll be nice because he's so dumb, but she rolled really well.
Ah,
Airtoes
well,
only rolled-
Yeah,
you don't
did
really-
she?
Did she? Did she?
Oh, good point. She didn't necessarily roll. She just had the good cards in her hand.
I made a point of it later.
Yes, but I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not saying you should have. All I was saying was,
Or I guess Airtoes didn't understand it. I got what you were doing.
I'm
You
gonna be
got what I
honest,
had.
I was a little lost too, but I didn't want to say anything.
well,
Airtoes was just like, wow, so this bitch is good at this
Try-
game. This is crazy.
trying to explain card games without cards
Is
and
right.
being able to actually show people the cards is kind of rough. Yeah,
Yeah, it's awful.
I know it wasn't great, but I was trying my best.
I still enjoyed it.
We just need a
Good.
D13. That's the trick.
Yeah. Yeah, someone whip out the fucking. Actually, I bet you there's one. I bet you I could find one.
Oh, I think there is. I think it's in the DCC dice.
I was gonna say DCC has a bunch
Oh,
of.
don't make me do
random
this.
shit.
Okay, well,
No, we're not. You don't need to get D13s.
there's
Oh, we're buying
12.
D13s now?
Oh,
Huh?
I should. Oh, this is a. Sorry, this is a D14. Excuse me.
What the fuck? All right. Yeah, and with that, wrapping it all up. Wait, is the stream already ended?
No, it hasn't.
No.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching this.
Yep. Anybody-
this stream.
Anybody watching? Hope you had fun.
There is. There's
To
two of
you
us.
guys. I'm
There's-
assuming it's two of
There's-
you.
Well, the trick is right now there's like no viewers from 7 to like when we finish, like to midnight, Eastern. Let me preface that. Like nobody
Whoa,
watches.
no viewers. That is erasure of me, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and me, I'm
How
watching.
dare you. We had all of our viewers on the
Not clicking the
rebroadcast
unfollow button.
from midnight to like 5 a.m. That's when we get all the viewers.
Huh.
So,
Fair
This
enough.
Fool's Hope TTRPG crap is bad. Block.
oh no.
Hey, did we ever
Well,
start
now
it?
it is going to happen.
Hold on. I will
We're
watch
plugging
it
a
too.
different
But
thing.
I don't know if we ever pinned it, so I can't ever find it again.
Oh, I can send you links forever.
Please do.
Forever and
Okay.
ever.
I
Yeah,
want
he
to watch
doesn't.
it too, even if
I
it
will.
just gets.
I will
you know.
keep sending links because I'm gonna be up for a while because I
I'll
still
just,
need to do.
I'll just actually remember to pin it this time.
Yeah, we could just pin it.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to check out the YouTube for all the other fun stuff that we have done. We'll do all of those things, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.